All right, welcome back.
Yay.
We're back. I can't join the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, something. It says we're still connected now. Hey guys, welcome back to One Up DS. Yeah, hi again. So it looks like our internet provider had a hiccup, and I thought it was internal. Nope, definitely was not internal. I'm so sorry for those of you who are watching. We just lost all of our viewerships, but we should be back up here. We'll need to retweet out everything again because there'll be a new link now. Yeah, it looks like we're back up. It still says January 12th on it, though. What the flip? Oh, well.
Yeah, this must be widespread because my list of available networks dropped by half.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of
the whole area went to shit.
Someone's getting fired.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
That's what I did. All right, so I'm watching it now. So, okay. So anyways, welcome back to One Up Weekend Live. Evidently, I got cut off at catalytic converter. Let's just say catalytic converter got burnt out. I got a new car. Done.
Yay.
Now you gotta thank Trey again.
Oh, yes, I got to thank. And a special thank you goes out to Trey, one of our hosts here. Like I said before, he was as Chad put it earlier, the Mopar whisperer. And that is not a lie. That dude it was awesome. So it was them. Why they were watching. Ford did this.
That's good. Wi-Fi's still down.
No, it's not. I'm on it. It better not be going down.
Wi-Fi's still down because I can't connect to it.
I better be connected to it, or I'm connected to something.
No, we're back up. I'm looking at us.
No. Okay, I see what it's doing. Keep talking. I'm going to go fix this. If we have any lag issue, guys, if you guys see lag, we'll get it fixed up. Don't worry.
So yeah, let's talk video games. You want to talk about
Oh,
video
yeah,
games?
absolutely. So we had a couple things. A buddy of mine got into the Anthem beta, alpha, whatever it's in right now. And being that that's EA's next up-and-coming big title, and we all love EA, just going to be... we're all concerned with the new common phrasing that they're using, which is, it won't have microtransactions.
A couple of shit.
Yet. That's what it is. There's ... yet. So we're all very concerned by it's EA and microtransactions, which, I mean, they kind of go hand in hand. It's like, the two people prancing through the meadows, together, and that's what they are.
I thought you were just saying that EA had, micro.
Well, they got that too.
Yeah, they gotta pay for the extensions somehow. But he actually was very impressed with the game. Said it was decently involved, but the problem was, he's worried because the difficulty in the beta, they said, was it was a lot more difficult in the beta, and they're talking about making it easier for the regular game. And he's like, no, it's perfect, and they're trying to go easy mode with it. So
I hate when they go easy mode.
Yeah, I was a little concerned. But I was looking at the upcoming list. We actually have a decent year for gaming. I know we just, I had a pretty good year last year, but then this year we've got, Cyberpunk 2077, which is looking amazing. Thank you, CD Projekt Red. If you want to send me a beta code, that'd be awesome. We also have Metro Exodus coming out, which if you haven't played the Metro series, they're fantastic. Like some of the best survival horror I've ever played. Started by a small company over in I think it was Russia or something. Did the first one, they did all right. There were some issues with the game, but then Deep Silver came in, gave them funding, and the second game, Metro Last Light, was just wow. It was good. One of those actually going on the surface, having to change out air filters and sit there and do survival, and it was really well done. So I'm looking forward to that one. What about you, Locke? What are you looking forward to coming up?
Honestly, I'm kind of waiting to see where Battlefield 5 is. Like, there's still stuff coming out for that, so I'm kind of curious to see what else they throw into that game.
Battlefield 5 has been doing this Tides of War saga. If you guys haven't seen it, Cyberpunk's going to be so good. I have to check it out. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, we'll talk about that too. So they're cyber... God, that got me cyber. Wrong game! They're doing
cybering?
God.
That's why my internet crashed. No. By the way, I put in a post, if you didn't know, the entire area, like all of the Wi-Fi's in the area went out. So it was not just local here. It was whatever.
It was very obvious people were turning it off and on again because the number of available networks dropped by half.
I have no idea what the hell I did with my phone. But whatever. Maybe it's still in the car. I have no idea. So I can't. There's no way I can check it. If for some reason we do disconnect, yeah,
we will be back.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, your Wi-Fi's back up. I'm connected.
It is. But we're connected to the backup Wi-Fi system I have that's further away in the house, so my signal's kind of. But we should be okay. If for some reason we do get disconnected, we will be right back. So we're doing a whole damn show. Everybody's here, doing it.
It may be a little broken, but we'll get there. Like me.
I'll edit it later. Anyway, so they're doing Tide of War, which is different tasks or objectives that go across, and then you get special unlocks like helmets and stuff like that you can't normally get through drop packs or microtransactions. They're a lot of fun, and it makes you get skillful in those particular sets. So for me, I've always been either a sniper or medic.
Yeah, that's
right. I've never ever played assault. I tell you about. I play assault, but I don't like playing assault. I really don't. I really like being the support kind of person. So I ended up playing all the assault stuff recently. And
pardon me,
you dying
slowly.
Okay,
that was only half a lung.
All right. I don't have mute buttons, so
I tried to get out of the way.
No, you do. That's fine. Yeah. Continue.
So no, well, we were talking about Battlefield and kind of going back to some of the more classic stuff on that one. And I was telling Locke a story back when I missed the Battlefields of old, where Battlefield 2, one of those epic gaming moments. Everyone has those epic gaming moments in their mind of something happened and it will always stick with you, and it's like those moments that define gaming for you. One of mine was in Battlefield. It was Battlefield 2. We're on Wake Island, which is a little tiny island map like Hawaii, only really, really small. Really contested. You spawn on this battleship and you got the little island thing, and this defense on the island was just hardcore massive, just perfectly done. We had this one guy go, "Hey, I'm a great chopper pilot. Everyone load up in the transport chopper." We all get in there. He's like, "I'm dropping 2 of you off at the north side, and then I'll drop the rest of you off at the south side." Fly up. He's doing barrel rolls and all kinds of shit. It was great. Amazing flying. Drops in, comes in low, lets them just jump out. They don't have to parachute or anything. They just drop on the beach, takes off. We go to the south side of the island. We're like, okay, here. He's like, there's too much anti-aircraft fire. I'm going to go high. Dead man drop. Dead man drop.
This sounds like, okay, was Trey flying? Because he is that skilled.
It may have been, but I didn't know who it was. This is, I think, before I played with any of y'all. And he goes straight up, taking all the anti-aircraft fire, and the last 3 of us jump out. The helicopter explodes behind us. I mean, I can feel the explosion and see the pieces flying out. It's like I'm in a Mission Impossible movie. It's just absolutely incredible. Me and another guy, we dead man dropped. The other guy popped to shoot immediately. Sniper just bam, took him out of the air. Okay, just gone.
I just want to make a point that you said I could feel. Were you really in the game?
It was.
Were you really there?
Almost. It was that intense. It was one of the first. Again, this was the epic gaming moment that I had for this game.
Fair enough.
I dead man dropped down. We both pop shoots last second, just enough time. Lay flat on the ground as soon as the artillery barrage goes off. Kills him. I mean, I'm getting PTSD just laying on the ground with all these shells going off. I had just gotten a new sound card and it was just going off. It was really well done. Again, I loved Battlefield 2 for the sound effects that they had. And I'm laying there in this crater as the dust is settling as tank tracks are driving over me.
You do realize at some point somebody in the near future is going to be like, you have VPTSD, video game, VGPTSD.
Oh, it's going to be a thing.
It's probably already a thing. We just don't know about
video game post-traumatic stress disorder. I mean, bullying's a part of that, but post-traumatic stress disorder from video game. I hear the digital nades in my head. Well, take off your headphones. No.
But I got to play Fortnite.
I was just thinking they're gonna start picking on people for not having it severe enough because they didn't have a good enough sound card. They didn't have a good enough video card.
Gotta have that sound blaster card.
Oh, dude. Rocking that X-Fi. So I'm laying down. This tank is rolling over me at this time. I see both treads. They're right in front of me, and he rolls past me. As he's rolling, I roll underneath, throw some C4 on it, and wait for him to keep rolling out. Sniper up on the hill. I pop him. As soon as I kill him, the tank stops. I hear the engine cut off, so I know he's turning around to come take me out. Click, boom. The tank goes out. I sit there, run over to the building. My entire squad spawns, and we actually take the map from that point. And it was just one of those moments I was just like, all this happened in like literally about a minute and a half. And it was just like...
This epic moment was brought to you in part by Battlefield 2.
It was.
It's old, but still worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
But they do have the servers that still play Battlefield 2.
I know. I need.
I actually still play Battlefield 3.
No, they still have servers that play 2142.
That was the best Battlefield.
Okay,
best was
okay.
1942.
No, 2142 was amazing. Okay, so when I found this server, this was a year ago because I told Trey about it too because he was a 2142 fan as well. We found the server. You just have to load it up and it bypasses the EA stuff. It was a private server. As soon as I got in there, that game blows so much ass in comparison. Yes, because of graphics. Graphics were still fine, but it was just like how stiff it was, and I was like, "How did I ever think that this was a great?" And then I go back and I look at like Battlefield, 1942, and I play that, and I'm like, "How did I think this was gonna not get any?" And so now when I play Battlefield 5, I'm like, "This is amazing," and literally I can hear Jamil in the back of my head going, "Wait for it. Don't worry, I'll wait."
I don't know. I think 1942 was probably ahead of its time for sure because that was
absolutely.
definitely one of the greatest games ever.
Battlefield Bad Company.
Yeah, Bad Company too.
Was ahead of this time as far as humor. Like I remember all the hate that it got for the humor of that game. But it was way.
What was there was another one that we played. It was back before America's Army came out. Was it Black Hawk Down or something?
Yeah.
Delta
Force.
Black Hawk Down was Delta Force Black Hawk Down. Yeah, that's the one we played. God, I remember America's Army. Holy crap.
Yeah. You remember doing that?
Around.
Yeah, it's still around.
Having to certify to play each.
Yeah.
God.
It's probably easy mode now.
No.
They tried to do it realistic and doing the whole the marksmanship. That was everyone wanted the sniper rifle, but you had to go on the marksmanship field and pass proficiency, and it was not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it had drop, it had rotation, it had wind, it had breathing, it had everything that was a part of it, and it was great. And then you had to be the first to load in that server and grab that gun. And then there was always the bridge map. There was only two places to snipe from on that damn bridge map. Either way.
Metro on Battlefield.
Oh, do you remember Metro? Actually, I play on this noob server on Battlefield 3 all the time because all it is fucking Metro. And
that's called the meat locker. And
that's pretty much
meat grinder.
Everybody's shooting RPGs at each other. That's all it is.
Me and Jamil played that one for a couple of days straight every day because we were racking up so many points.
It was wonderful. I actually still have a video of me somewhere on YouTube of me doing some of the stuff in Metro, and I went in. I was a medic, just popping guys back up with my paddles, and they could not make progress. And I'm like, screw it, charge up my paddles. I walked through the little holes that everyone's shooting through right there at the choke point. Pop a guy, charge him again, pop another guy before they took me down. But they're just like, what is this medic doing? He's got these paddles coming up. Bam, he's dead. Bam, you're dead. And then, they all...
He's dead, Jim.
He's dead, Jim.
Again.
But, so Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay, so this game looks... for those of you who don't play Kingdom Hearts, all right, you're a kid in the magical world of Disney, and there's some evil force that comes along and corrupts it.
Final Fantasy meets Disney.
It is. Final Fantasy meets Disney. 1, 2... 1.5, 2, 2.5.
That's not true.
All the versions
2.85.
All the
356 over 2.
Yeah. All the games are amazing. You have a thing called a Keyblade, which is only carried by certain people. You have the Mickey Key, whatever.
Oh my God.
They have evolved this entire weapon into something new in Part 3. Every level can have a specialized Keyblade that does some special features. And my favorite right now is, from what I've seen, is a toy store when it turns into a giant hammer and he just beats the crap out of him like it's Harley Quinn and freaking Injustice. Just ha-ha!
I will give it this. I've been seeing a lot of screenshots, and a buddy of mine actually has been playing his Japanese version early. And it is some of the smoothest, prettiest gameplay I've seen in a while. I mean, it's just crystal clear and just smooth.
That's what's choking you up.
It's looking amazing. I've never been a big Kingdom Hearts fan, and I'm worried that it's going to suffer from the Duke Nukem effect. It's been how long since they've waited for this game? It's never going to live up to the hype.
I don't know.
I've been seeing early reviews.
It's the biggest world. You know what?
And as much as I hate to admit, I don't trust a lot of review sites. IGN, go suck a cock.
IGN's gotten really bad. They've gotten horrible lately. Well, they're getting paid.
Money.
How do we get those sponsors?
Yeah.
No, IGN's been really bad about it.
But I've been seeing. I don't ever take one review site over anybody else. But looking at all of it, it's getting like 8s and 9s. Looks like it's a great game, but I have this fear that it's not going to live up to that hype that I mean, what, 10 years they've been building this thing?
Well,
8 years?
That was the same thing when it, the same.
Again, Duke Nukem effect.
That was the same hype of like when we were coming to the BlizzCon this year, going, we're gonna get a new Diablo. You did get a Diablo.
Don't you guys have cell phones?
Don't you have cell phones? Oh,
Is this a bad?
Oh, you motherfucker!
Is this a bad April Fool's joke? I mean, oh my God. Thank you, Red Shirt Guy. Thank you so much for all the memes. Thank you. Yeah.
Although the new Warcraft Reforged one should be pretty cool.
It's according to Ashley, and she is correct. It's been 13 years since Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, but they've had many one.
But the real version,
Yeah, I know.
the full version, 1.5 was like remastered, so now it looks prettier.
Yeah,
It was no longer 8-bit.
wasn't that old.
There's still an 8-bit game
Minecraft.
that's coming out that I want to play, and it's being done by a former guest of ours, Ben. He's doing Witch, which it looks really good from Heartstring Studios. If you haven't checked it out, check out his Facebook. It's called Witch. Throw it out there. It looks fantastic. It really does.
Plug it in.
And it's an 8-bit game, and it plays, a whole magical world. It's the concept is magic's kind of a banned thing. If you're found to be magic, of course, or a witch, you're going to be killed for it. So they kind of
Killed the Jedi.
kind of a Jedi feel to it. Anyways,
Order
but he's been
66.
really, really developing this music, and so one of Definitive Studios was a part of that. At one point, we were doing the initial voiceover work for them, and we just never could evolve the equipment fast enough to keep up with what he was wanting to do.
Yeah, I remember that.
We've gotten better. Like this right here is a very, very expensive $1,400 mic, so I can evolve up to that point if I want to now. But either way, he
Are you saying
play-
you're a Pokemon?
Gotta catch 'em all.
only if it's voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
Detective Pikachu. Yes. We'll go to movies later.
Yeah. So
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry, Ashley. Whiplash.
he played this music when we patched all the voiceover work together. We put them all together and we played this, and they ended up like it was tears, man. It was a tearjerker. I still have that recording somewhere. I swore I'd never play it until he gave me permission. So at some point I gotta ask him if I can, because it was like, don't die. It was very emotional. There were tears in the room, and this was the old studio, the little bitty studio. We had 12 people stacked in this room, and it was hot to do this.
About a third of the size of this room.
Oh yeah,
It was tiny. It was great.
yeah. And I can't wait till we get. Thanks to my brother. My brother, by the way, if you don't know, is Justin in the chat. He's actually going to be becoming a producer of the show, so that I can transfer that ability over to the bigger, more powerful computer, and we can do more live interactive.
Cooler
But we're also
effects.
doing complete green screen. So all the equipment's been bought, the green screen's been purchased, the light dephasers, which you guys, if you saw last week's episode,
We're
fell.
evolving again.
They fell in the middle of the episode. But these tables will be turned into a triangle, so everybody will have more room. And then no matter what background you want, which now we can allow people to create more shows of their own caliber and not
I
have
see
to
him
worry
looking
about.
at me. So I just to plug myself here, I'm still doing.
Maybe
my,
we'll want to do a vampire one. I don't know.
you can
I
bring-
think him and Trey should do a tech show. That like a
could
radio
be a
tech.
genius
That would be
show.
a genius show. I would
I
love
actually
to.
met Trey.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, actually, I don't think so.
I don't know if you ever met him. Have you ever watched the show when he's on?
I'm usually busy when you all are on, so
We're recorded on there. Like you can watch it later.
but
A true fan.
you're just trying to make me look bad.
Don't worry, we make
I'm
him
not
look
trying.
bad every
They-
week.
Like I'm usually the target, so I'm sorry.
He's able. See, Jamil's not here to just kind of beat you down.
No, it's not Jamil most time. It's Trey.
Oh.
But see, everybody gets mad about that. Like at first, Jessica got really upset about that. She was like, "Why does he always pick on you?" I'm like, "Actually, that's kind of our banter. That's kind of what we do for the show. I don't mind getting picked on. 'Cause what he does is he pushes me to get me to the point of going, "Fuck you!"
Get that total rage going.
The app fell off was great. LOL. So that's exactly what he wants me to do. Just shut the fuck up. He's like, "Yay!" For us, it's the new moment of this.
Yeah,
From what we had back in the day,
Yeah,
taking
gotta
the
walk
headphones
away.
off.
Just gotta walk. You break the person.
You break the person, which we've been really close with dildo tornadoes and
Oh God.
the dildo chaser over here.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look, you don't have anybody, threatening to nut on you.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about it today.
Look
My
behind you.
God,
Look behind you.
I ain't looking behind. me.
He's scared.
So,
No, I'll tell you another cool game that's gotten really popular is DCS World. Their new whole graphics and stuff.
DCS
It's called
World?
DCS World. You can have tanks, they got airplanes, helicopters, all kinds of shit. And they're actually the F-14 is getting ready to come out by Heat Blur.
What kind of gameplay is it? Is it an RTS? Is it first person?
You can do whatever you want.
So I guess
hybrid.
You got like a free mode, you got campaign mode, you just got like
how much is it? Is it like
free? You have to pay for the add-ons.
Of course you do, because that's how you're gonna win a battle.
It's free with microtransactions.
I think you're.
It's Frontier 2.0.
I think the free aircraft like the A-10 Warthog, the P-51 Mustang.
The good ones.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, your good ones are gonna be expensive.
What are you flying? I have a P-51. I have a Mustang. I don't know.
Well, no.
What do you have over here? I have a Cessna.
No, the servers they keep everything into
Hi, Dragon Rose.
perspective. So if you got new airplanes, that's new airplanes only. If it's World War II airplanes, that's it. They got like B-29 bombers, Mustangs, all kinds
Might
of
be
shit.
something.
It's really fun.
Might be something to check out.
The
Definitely.
graphics are actually really, really nice.
I
They
hadn't
put
f-
like Flight Simulator
I
way in the back.
hit the other mic.
Bonk.
Luckily, I don't think they got through. I have not been playing anything but Red Dead 2 because I literally just.
I need to jump back in. I'm like a third of the way through the story, and
I'm
I've
done.
heard it's good.
The story I finished in like 2 days. It is a very good story. I didn't lollygag because I really wanted to play because I didn't play online in the first one because I was like I don't really care for online in GTA form, but I got some friends at work to play, so I played online. I am enjoying the hunting.
Did they
and
finally
fishing?
fix online?
Oh, it's a lot better.
Okay, because when it first released, the first week everyone was like, "Wow, this is bad."
It's a lot better now. They still have money like issues where like the market's a little messed up. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah, the guns are triple the cost in
Oh,
multiplayer.
they
and then
still-
you can spend real money to buy in-game money to get more guns and better guns if you spend in-game money. It's set up
It's
for
not even that.
microtransactions.
Oh, it's set up for microtransactions. It's just look. GTA's never said. Rockstar has never said we don't harbor transactions. They were the king of microtransactions.
They
still
haven't.
are.
Yeah, they've made more money off of microtransactions than anybody else, but they somehow get this free pass in the gaming world of no, it's okay because it's Grand Theft Auto. It pisses me off that they get this free pass of.
That's because they started it. They
I
literally
don't care.
It's not a free pass. It's just
it's a cancer.
It's not. Well, no. It's just they set the bar of here's what we're gonna do.
You can buy in-game
It's-
weapons to be a better character and be able to own everybody else if you spent more in-game or more real money to buy
Are
stuff
you
in-game.
sure that's not to counteract the 12-year-olds that have literally all day
I
long
don't
to
care.
They're the ones getting the money.
Yeah,
Mama's like, here's $10. Shut the
credit
fuck
card.
up. Go blow up a dear. I don't care.
how many cards did we
get
sell?
that when I was growing up. I didn't get that. We didn't
No,
have the money.
no, because back in the day, the only thing you had, your mom wanted to piss you off. She'd go in there and unplug your Nintendo. Mom, because there was no
I didn't
saving the
have a
game.
Nintendo.
Well, okay, Atari. There was no. Sega
No,
Genesis.
I was poor.
Commodore 64.
See, you know me.
Yeah.
That's what I had.
I was going that route, but
It
I
was bought from freaking pawn shops in pieces. That's the kind of money we had growing up.
we didn't have it either. We got a Nintendo. Well, actually, let's correct this. He had a Nintendo,
And you all went to his house.
and we played at his house.
still got it. It still works.
It still works. It still legitimately
we need
works.
to do a classic game night.
Guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna throw this out there. A little shout out to Let's Play Gaming Expo. They do have an entire retro section, which, by the way, is awesome. But yes, we should do a retro night. But Ninja Turtles, you finally get past the souped up Shredder in one of the games where he's like way OP, and then you got 2 more battles, and then you're done with the game. And Mom's like, "It's dinner time," but Mom, I'm so close. I'm like at least an hour away from beating this game right now. Okay, I come back, and she's like, "Well, you left it on, so I turned it off." My entire Saturday was burned in about 10 seconds, and I stayed up.
We had memory cards for PlayStation.
Damn right.
God. The no saves was. We had the password saves where you're trying to guess the passwords and you just put in random stuff. Maybe this is one. It got accepted. Man,
Wrong
this is
one.
like the second level. I can get to this in like 2 minutes. Dang it! And then you just keep going. from
Yeah,
that.
it was always easy to get to level 2. It was level 10, 15, whatever it was, that the code was never the same on any system, no matter what it was. It was always off by a number. So you try every single one. 3 hours later, you finally get it, but it's time to go to dinner. Fuck.
And then you never wrote it down. That's the worst part. Is you're like, wait, what code was that? I don't know. I was just putting in random stuff. Damn it. Yeah, that was, of course, go back to the original Ninja Turtles on the NES, the water level. Those damn time bombs. I did it one time. I actually made it through. Got through it. Went through all 4 turtles. I was on my last one. I was Leonardo. Defused the last bomb. Came up, and I'm like, I actually made it through. First guy in the next area killed me. I'm like, oh my god. It was heartbreaking. That stupid water level. The pink freaking seaweed that killed you instantly.
Seth goes, I don't miss a day. So I'm going to catch you up on this one. Microtransactions and pay to win are the devil.
Thank you, Ashley.
And damn right, Fall
The devil.
I like Miss Vicky. She's a devil. No. And then Seth goes, I do not miss the days of no save, though. Yeah. So if you've ever played a Steam game, it was called Game Dev. It's just like sim game. You just build these games and you put this different order together.
It's a game about game development.
Literally, it's a game about game development. It was free, and I played, and I got kind of.
Sorry, you can't ship an incomplete game. EA laughed at that.
Did EA create this game?
I don't know.
That would have been hilarious.
No, unfortunately.
We have a deadline to hit. Ship Star Wars Battlefront now, but it's not done yet. Do it now. Oh, okay.
I remember that one. That game caused a shit ton of people get pissed.
Man, it was bad. I had so many people trying to return that at GameStop. Oh my god.
Yeah, you gotta remember we were both working for GameStop in the front line. In combat. Here's my favorite story, and he'll back me up on this one no matter what happens. GTA 5 comes out, in walks in the 12-year-old, picks the game, comes to the counter. We try to let them know that, man, this is going to have very adult content in the game. There are hookers, there's drugs.
There's blood, gore, violence, strong sexual context, necrophilia.
Yes.
And, I had the list. I printed it off and posted it on either side of my computers, and my DM came in and said, yeah, you can't have that. I was like, why? And he's like, because it's going to make you not sell the game. I'm like, exactly, to the kids that don't need it and the parents who aren't informed. And
what they don't understand is that San Andreas, when that aired, almost killed rated R, rated MA style gaming. It almost killed the ability for gamers to be creative.
That was actually the game that caused me to go buy a PlayStation 2.
Because you wanted to see what the hype was about?
Because I remember the original GTA pirated on the computer.
Yeah.
And I wanted to play 5. I wanted to play San Andreas. And I did not own a game system. That was my first game system just to play that game.
That game literally went to Congress and they were having hearings.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the new world of ESRP, the rating system. All this was put into place. And so we finally get it. And then here comes GTA 5. Not any better, way worse than even San Andreas was, short of, the new decodes. You didn't even need a code anymore.
yeah, you got it all.
Got it all. And there's this 12-year-old kid. We live in Irving, Texas. So we'll have a mixture. Sometimes the mom will not speak English. So trying to get the kid to relay
Sexu? No puppy!
Sexu. No puppy! Beats him. But a lot of them were like, oh no, he plays this game all the time. It's okay. I've seen him play that. He just drives around.
Yeah, okay.
Bull.
Yes, ma'am. He does drive around. And usually at night, right? Yeah. See, he's looking for hookers. Because he has sex with them, pays them $150, and then beats 300 out of them.
Or you have, the mama. Well, he just won't play those parts, ma'am. You have to progress through the game. You have to go to a strip club to pick up this certain mission. It's required. But mom, I won't play that mission. See, he won't play that mission. I'm a grown ass adult, but you're arguing with me and believing your little 10-year-old who's going to sit there and go beat
because
hookers.
My baby has never lied to me. I'll tell you what, he is a God-fearing child. If not, he will be. But no, we have sold so many of them, and it wasn't GameStop fault. It wasn't ESRB. It wasn't anybody who worked at GameStop. It wasn't even the video game's fault. It was a game that was marketed towards adults because adults play it. It's the reason why Red Dead, there are no hookers. They even go, hey there, honey. But then you go up to them and they're like, get away from me. And you just punch them.
Because we were promote domestic violence.
No, like they will attack you with a fan. It's just weird.
You can go take a bath and you can have the person come help watch you.
Not in multiplayer.
Oh,
In multiplayer, you can't do anything. Like, if you walk near a person in multiplayer in that game, they pull out their gun and go, "What you want, boy?" Like, everybody's
you have
antagonized.
like your mask on or something. You going to rob them or what's going
No,
on?
no. I literally was hunting. I was sitting there. I shot a deer. I was skinning a deer.
So you had blood on you, and so they got scared of the blood.
I was just thinking he was trolling because he was hunting. I mean,
No, you can troll in the game, but it gets really, really difficult because suddenly somebody makes a call out of, "Hey, there's an asshole," and everybody shows up and just targets
They
you.
form a posse.
They do, and it gets ridiculous. Let's see.
wait.
Drive around,
So is
pick
this
up.
game based in the South where they actually have real lynch mobs?
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, they got called out, and it went to Congress again, or was trying to go to Congress again. Some lawmakers brought it up because they had people making lynch mobs and going and finding people and lynching them up, and they did this to a certain gentleman of a certain descent, and he filed a formal complaint because he was targeted, even though they were going around and doing it to everybody on the map. He was targeted, and yeah,
They also said phrases that were derogatory.
I don't agree.
Straight up hate.
I don't agree with the people, but it was one of those. I'm like, yeah, you can do whatever you want in the game. That's kind of the point of that game. That they literally tell you, go do whatever you want in this game.
Yeah, gamers are just trash in general.
So Seth says, "Man, the rushing rushing games out before they are complete is just basically feels like the gaming companies hold my beer and they try to outdo each other in the worst ways."
It's bad when Ubisoft right now is like one of the better, like Ubisoft's beating Activision Blizzard and EA, and I'm like, Ubisoft like 7 years ago was everyone made fun of Ubisoft because
We still do.
Hey, Assassin's Creed was great until after the through Revelations, Brotherhood and Revelations. Then after that, Assassin's Creed just fell off, and then buggy as hell, and then all that. And now Ubisoft. When you compare Ubisoft to Activision Blizzard or EA, which one do you want?
So here's the thing about that, and this is something I've always tried to figure out. You come out with a Xbox One, right? Highest graphics card compared to Xbox Series. You come out with PS4, highest graphic card. PCs will always outdo either one of those systems as far as constantly being upgraded
They last
easily.
longer, too.
They last longer. So a game developer puts all this time in and creates this masterpiece, beautiful game. How are they supposed to honestly top the graphics, right? And I always feel the game company, especially with Assassin's Creed, just doesn't do that because they always try to push that limit of what the ability can do, and suddenly it bugs out like it's already done. So I rather have the exact same graphics, but a better story, right?
Story has gone to the wayside. Story, character development, all those things.
It's all gone to battle royales.
Yeah, it has.
That's
Unfortunately,
been
Everything, dude. They got a battle royale in
Blame-
Red Dead now.
blame Fortnite.
No, I don't even blame Fortnite.
I blame Fortnite.
I don't really actually blame Fortnite.
I don't blame Bluehole with PUBG because
I actually.
even then that was a ripoff of the.
So if we're gonna blame anybody, let's take it back. If we're gonna blame anybody on battle royale, let's blame Counter-Strike. Because that really was the original battle. The ice map was the original that I can remember battle royale, where you all posted up. You had to run and get a gun, and then you just whoever's left, enemy wins. That was it. That was the original battle royale that I recall.
Well, they had what was it? Oh God, I'm trying to remember. It's one of I think it was one of the Arma mods, Daisy or something like that. They had a actual like 50 man battle royale, and that's what Bluehole copied and put into PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, and that's where that whole series started. I still blame Fortnite for a lot right now with the state of society and how they're training our kids.
If you jump out of a plane and you grab a door to a taxi, it will glide.
Evidently,
why don't try it?
and just
You know what? It's gonna weed out this Darwinism. All right, cool. We'll weed them out. It means less people in line.
I'm just what bothers me most of all, and I was actually talking to a friend of mine today about it. Fortnite hasn't done anything original. I mean, they're stealing skins from other games. They've stolen 3 skins from Overwatch. Like, go look up the Mercy Overwatch skin versus the new Angel skin that they have in Fortnite. It's exactly the same. Like, they will get sued. They're already getting sued for the Fortnite dances, the Carlton, and all that kind of stuff. There's nothing really original about the game.
So they're more trending. So let's look at this. PUBG actually, the company PUBG,
Bluehole.
Bluehole was suing Fortnite's company Epic for copying a style.
No.
Hang on. I actually read this completely.
There was two lawsuits, and I can go through both of them.
Right. So, well, okay, all right.
So real quick, yes, they were blaming them for stealing the idea and making battle royale and all that. That was one lawsuit. The other lawsuit was a theft of services, actually, because Bluehole was using the same game engine that Fortnite was using, and they had bought because it was the Unreal Engine, and Fortnite owned the parent company is Epic Games, which owns the Unreal Engine.
Right.
They stopped giving them updates to their game while making Fortnite Battle Royale.
That's because of the previous lawsuit that they said, hey, you basically are copying our style of game. And it goes, hold on, you're literally using our product. We're making a cartoonish version. Battle Royale is not a product protected plan. Like, you can't protect that.
You can't stop supporting somebody who has a contract with you.
No.
Okay, yeah, okay, someone's suing you. Okay, you get upset. Okay, someone's suing you. All right, I've seen this. It sucks. Anybody can sue anybody in America. Unfortunately, that's the thing in America. But you can't sit there
if you got the money to.
Yeah, absolutely. But to stop services and to stop giving updates to harm somebody else to promote your own, they do have a legitimate lawsuit in that one because they broke contract. That's where most of their issues come from. I mean, it's one of those. You have these people who I pay you money to clean my house. Well, now you broke my lamp, so you're copying this and you copying my design in my house, that type of thing. Well, I'm suing you. Well, you know what? I'm not going to clean your house anymore. Well, I have a year-long contract. Well, no, we don't want to clean your house anymore. Well, you have a contract. Either pay me money to give me my money back for what services you've kept from me, or something. No, we're not gonna do that, and we're actually going to take the cleaning products we bought for your house to clean my own house. That's what that is. It's theft of services, and that the other lawsuit, it was all BS. But the second one, they actually had a legitimate claim, in my opinion. So,
well, let's see what happens. I don't know.
We will have to see that.
Seth goes, I don't know if anyone will do worse than Fallout 76.
Okay, I have a bone to pick because I actually played Fallout 76, and was it a great game? No. Was it a good game? Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
It was a. Okay.
Don't tell me how to feel, Coach. That's for you, D.
I thought it was an okay, good game. It was not it was not, oh my God, amazing. It was definitely a disappointment from other Fallouts, yes, but...
It was Fallout 4 reskinned.
It was Fallout 4 reskinned with multiplayer. I'll flat out admit that.
If they had done Fallout 4 right with multiplayer, this would never have been an issue.
I still enjoyed it.
But it took them how many years to come out with this?
That's the most disappointing thing.
Right, and then even then it was broken for most of it. Granted, we say that because, we're bougie people. I'm sorry. All gamers, no matter who you are,
we're very
bougie.
Yes.
The game doesn't work to my liking. It's bugged and it's a horrible game. I get that. But this was pretty bad.
Oh, it was. It's also when Bethesda can sit there and sue somebody else for stealing game code based on the bugs in the game code that the other game had. It happened with the what was it? Their Fallout Shelter, and they had I can't remember. It was a Walking Dead or
something like that.
Somebody else copied their game code and made almost the exact replica of the game, only reskinned for their stuff. And Bethesda sued them and said, "Hey, that's our game code. Prove it. You have this bug, and this bug, and that's the same 3 bugs we have in our game code that were." And this was actually in the lawsuit, and they won the lawsuit because the courts went, "It's the exact same code and the exact same bugs." Yeah, you stole their code. Yeah, you owe them money. It was actually really funny.
That would suck ass.
Yeah, but they identified their game code by what bugs were in it, which was...
That hurts my brain.
So perhaps that's why they don't fix all the bugs.
The way they keep track.
Out of nowhere is name brand with the voice of reason. You know what? You might actually be hitting the nail on the head with that one. I don't know.
You might. It's not a bug. It's a feature.
It's not a bug. It's an anti-theft device.
I mean, like...
I can't run anymore. Don't worry. If they copy the game, we'll know.
So is that what happened to your Jeep?
Oh. It copied a Ford? What?
Oh, that's an anti-theft feature.
Well, see, even like...
you can't get away because it won't get over 40.
That could be very possible. You can go pull the codes, see if they'll pull the codes for you.
I've already pulled the codes of that particular system, but Trey wants to actually pull the wanted to look at my computer system at some point. Because I had asked him, and he said he's pretty sure it was, or he said he knows now it wasn't. But I was actually thinking the idea, because from my understanding, it's all computer system of air to fuel mixture, and anyways, he's beyond my levels.
I don't know that one.
Thank you, computer.
All the Alexis.
Computer.
Alrighty then.
Red alert. Computer. Red alert.
Oh God, we have Alexa going on.
Red alert. All hands at battle stations.
Oh my God, he has a Star Trek playing.
Oh, dude, my favorite part, you tell it to launch torpedoes. It goes fire and it makes a torpedo sound. You say, fire phasers. It goes, firing phasers. Pew, pew. It goes, pew, pew. I'm like, what the fuck?
If they would put that shit in World of Warships whenever the match starts, that'd be awesome.
You know,
man. So we have all of Amazon now listening to us. So if you guys are listening through the Alexa, hey, hop in and give us some more views. Huh?
So can we monetize that?
I don't know.
Since they're stealing, for the government anyway, and so we have the NSA now listening to us, the FBI because they're all back from after the government shutdown, and now we have all the Amazon people coming back. See?
As soon as the check clears, I'll be back. That's how I look at it. I mean, it's like, all right, everybody's like, the shutdown's over. No, it's not. Not until the checks come is it actually over. Because until then, people still went up to 35 days without pay. That is ridiculous. We usually don't ever talk politics on here because it just gets everybody ranted. But if we want to go that route for a minute.
This is a place where you can get away from that, and that's why we try to avoid
we try. Explaining this show to people at the dealerships today when they were asking me like why I'm going to show was hilarious, because I'm like, they're like, oh, what do you got to show about? What do you talk about? And I'm like, well, comics, movies. He's like, oh, so it's kid friendly. And I went, wait, to explain this is, you ever watch any of those shows and you get those guys going, hi guys, so let's talk about Iron Man. He has a metal suit. We're over here going, yeah, let's talk about Iron Man. That dude's a dick.
He has huge problems.
We're the adult version
great
of
role model for kids.
Especially when you have an hour-long talk about dildos.
I actually showed that clip.
Sexual
Man's
harassment
iron
of
dildo?
T-Rexes.
We're sexually harassing a T-Rex.
Yeah.
And then my aunt and uncle show up. that episode.
So it was Scalies then. Okay.
Oh, it was like
that
greatest
episode was fun.
ever.
My aunt, we love her to death, and she's got the same sense of humor. We talked about it before, but she's also the person we used to make fun of her all the time because she'd be like, "You smell like outside."
So you get her hand sanitizer and duct tape, smell like outside.
Not that outside, but I get your point. Yeah, you smell like outside. I'm sorry.
Well, we just came inside. What do you expect?
I went from my car to your door.
Oh, she could smell it too. It didn't matter what you did.
She has a nose like a fox.
Okay.
His dad's got hearing like a bat, nose like a fox. My mom can see like a fucking sniper. What you doing? Nothing.
I saw that boy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Boy, why
At some point, I think all of my family, minus I think your mom hasn't seen it. I think every bit of my family has been to the show at least one episode.
Well, we've been technically, if you go back to Blog Talk Radio days and when we originally did this way back in the day, I mean,
2011.
So we've been on the air technically 8 years.
Wait, well,
technically 8 years. I mean, not the entire time.
Sorry, throwing something at Doug.
But we had what, a 2-3 year gap there somewhere.
So we went Blog Talk Radio, which was a podcast or talk. Blog Talk. We had the bullshooting show through Blog Talk Radio, which was cool and all. Because we actually got a phone number and we had a call log, and actually I could click over and have a conversation with them and say, "Hey, what do you want to talk about?"
I think that's how I actually got on that.
That may have been way back then, and then
Skype,
and then that was really easy because all we needed was a microphone, which your actual microphone you have on right now, like computer headphone, that's all we ever used. And those episodes are still on that server.
Can you pull them?
Yeah. I can't pull it up to listen to them right now because
if we could pull them and throw them up on here.
Throwback show.
The throwback show. What
Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday. Bullshooting show. Bring back, you know,
the shit we used to talk about.
Oh my God.
There's an episode where it was me, Jamil, you, and Adri, and we talked about the worst, and you guys, we'll have this conversation now. What was the worst thing you could possibly use as a lubricant? And there was a top 10 list, and one of them was mayonnaise.
The fuck?
yeah.
And so we were naming off things that would be horrible to use as a lubricant during sex.
Super glue.
Pepper spray, super glue, Tiger Bomb,
Yeah.
Bengay.
Eggs.
Was bad.
Yeah, that
Somebody
was on
makes
the
some
list.
Scrambled eggs.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what the joke that was made.
What's funny is probably all of these have been into a hentai at some point. But no, we were just going through it, and when we said pepper spray, like even Andrew's like, oh God, it burns on both sides.
Bear Base, it's a warming gel.
Ow.
Is anybody else cringing out there in the internet world?
Assholes puckering up.
Where are you taking this? Bear Base, bro.
He's been exploring his range recently.
No.
Here's my range. Ready? Whoop. Whoop. Full range. Whoop.
No, we need to do a Throwback Thursday and bring some of those episodes back, I think.
So, segueing, and it's really good segue. So, if you guys don't know, we do also we do a lot of different streaming services, but we had one for every single time. For some reason, it just never worked. It was called You Now. If you've never been to it, think of it like Instagram Live, but that's all they do. You just go on there and you talk, and you can actually make money off of it if you're super popular or whatever. I took the last 5 episodes all the way back to November when we're back show to last week's show, lined them all up and played them. We're talking 3 times like 9. It was still playing. I started this yesterday, and I streamed off my other computer on You Now. Back-to-back episodes, even with you and when Pookie was here and Dee and her friend, and it was just me, Seth, and Jimmy, like all the way up. Got home before the show. On this one, it was at the very end. Like I timed it. It was at the very end of that show. We had like over 1,700 hits during the day, and we were ranked because I can watch it from my phone. We were ranked number 1 like 4 or 5 different times. Where out of all 6,000 people that were on this particular category we were on, we were at top. And people were making comments like, where's this feed at? Why can't I find this on your YouTube? What Up DS doesn't show this? What's going on? And I literally was like, at the top it says pre-recorded episode. I even put the disclaimer in the very bottom just so they know that please, this is rated TV MA. For the love of God. By the way, this is rated viewer discretion is advised. Here we'll just throw a quick warning label out there. Right there.
I don't know about viewers, but listeners definitely need to be advised.
The following program is rated TVMA because we're motherfucking assholes. So yeah, that's trying to get the other signal to work out.
What was the ghost? What was his alter ego on there?
Ron Stash.
There we go, Ron Stash.
Hey guys, it's Ron Stash from Louisiana.
And he tried to do his best McConaughey.
McConaughey, yeah.
And
we found that we even made him a fake Facebook account because we found this really corny dude. Really corny dude with a red mustache and like
Ron. It was Ron Burgundy.
It really was like Ron Burgundy. And he for this entire time, we have been technically doing a version of this show since 2011, whether it's bullshitting on Blog Talk or when we started, because in our monologue, I even showed the original episode that just had 3 cameras and a small thing to set our website, and that's all. Everything else was black on the screen.
Yeah.
The first one was me, Bat, Jamil, and you. Mm-hmm. That was the original. And
it was the 4 of us.
That was it. And then Trey joined us for a couple episodes. We've had guests. We had a show that never got aired at all. It was the first
lost episode.
It really is. It was aired only on Twitch. But because we had music on it,
they took it off.
They silenced the whole thing. Mm-hmm. So the entire time
dead air radio.
Like just whatever jokes. It was me, Bat, you, and Stray. Actually, Stray was on it. Yeah, it was Stray. And that whole episode is gone. Like I can't find a copy of it anywhere. I know it exists somewhere in ether because I know I did more than one place for that, but I don't know where it went.
We'll have to go find it. The lost episode.
The lost episode.
Raiders of the Lost
Sounds
episode.
like a scavenger hunt for those loyal viewers.
I actually said everything just clenched when we're talking about the Mason stuff. Yeah. So I've got to go back and find that because if I remember right, Bat did his Redneck Jedi for that episode.
Oh God, yeah, I remember that. So yeah, if you guys want to listen to those, I mean, let's try to shout out in chat, say hey, that would be cool to listen to, that type of thing. If you're watching later on, as this will be a previously recorded episode, as he'll throw up on. What was it again?
But it's live right now.
OneUpDS.com.
There we go, and you can check it out. And if you want to see it, throw us a couple comments. We'll see if there's interest. If there's not interest, then fuck you guys.
That is the only episode, Ashley, that you have actually ever been on. But you have called in, and you have one of the most iconic lines ever with Trey. I actually used it for the welcome back and the man in the boat. It is to this day one of the most. The scream and I know what it is. I don't listen to smut. I make it. Like what the, But yeah, straight. We should get you back out. You and Bat both need to come back out to the show. We miss you both. Hey Vincent, what's going on, man? Welcome to the show. So,
yeah, fun times.
That was
old school.
Long time ago.
Been doing this for like 8 years,
right? And we have, and now we're finally getting to the point where I can put more time into development of other shows. There's a person I have met through work. She is really, really interested in doing her own version of she's a sports girl. She wants to do statistics and stuff like that and talk about sports. And she was always wanting a platform to do it on. I thought we could help her with that. We'll produce it for her. As long as we get a credit for it, we'll produce it. So she's talking about doing that. And I told her about the green screen. She's like, so I can have anything? I was like, yeah, I'm putting a bar behind you. That's all I'm going to do.
Step up to the bar.
Was that the first show you did in the apartment with Goose? Chris, forgot this con name. Goose was on the show for a long time. That was actually when we moved. So we started this way back, but we did go to a different apartment because Bumblebee was on it at one point.
Yeah, I remember Bumblebee on it.
We had a hosting problem. Where a lot of it wasn't a problem. It wasn't a problem with the person. It was just hosting because real life really got in the way for a lot of people.
Yeah,
new kids. I think you just had your.
I had my first. I think at that time. Or no, second.
Second at that time. I think it was your second. That's the reason why you were gone for a while.
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff going on, but yeah, we always had you and Jamil, and you guys kind of were the mainstays, and then we rotated out everybody else, kind of like what we do now. I mean,
right.
We still kind of do that, but you know what? It brings a fresher perspective to the show and brings in other aspects of things, and more topics to talk about too.
Other brands of bear mace.
Clenched.
I'm sorry.
Clenched.
Bear mace is not allowed in the studio. But shotgun to the face is.
Got plenty of those.
Headshot.
No matter where I hit you, headshot. He was
Unfreaking believable.
buckshot from 2 feet away. Yeah, you hit the head, bro.
And about everything else.
And everything else. Was that hole always in your gut? No. So
no access port.
God. Wow.
Well,
I did it.
Wasn't it Bat that said holes are holes?
Oh.
why does it feel like that's something Trey would bring up?
Yes, Bat did say that. Actually at a show too.
Yep, he did. Hole's a hole.
He also said blood is a lubricant. So
Yeah. Reminds
Not
me
a
of
true vampire.
the scene from Deadpool when he's like, I want to shoot him in the head and then the brain hole. Dude, that's a little hardcore. Yeah, that was a bit much.
I ended up watching part 2 again the other day, just randomly. Justin, if you can hear me, can you take care of the dog? He's driving me nuts. About 15 seconds later, he'll get this message. I was watching the other day, and I didn't get past the part where, because unfortunately we had to leave, and I didn't realize what time it was. When he was, really upset and sad, and right after the opening, it's the worst opening ever in a movie.
Oh, it was
but it
rough.
wasn't. It was it was epic because he's like, can you believe they did this to the main character? She was more popular. They liked her. They did it, but it's such a somber. The last one was so funny when it opened up. This one, you're like, huh? Oh.
Yeah.
And then it plays the music, and there's Celine Dion. You went, that's what you use that song for?
That music video, by the way, is the most epic music video. Have you seen that one?
I need you to bring it to a 5.
Yeah.
Things only goes at 11. Spider-Man. Yeah.
God, I should have asked NSYNC.
Deadpool 3.
I'm waiting for it, honestly.
Well,
I actually
we'll
got to
see
see
what happens.
Deadpool 1 and 2 back to back. They had a double feature when it came out, and I went and got to see it. And there were several jokes that I picked up after having seen the first one. If you remember in the first one, he goes up to Blind Al, and he's like, there's also 120 kilos of cocaine in here, along with the cure for blindness. And then he opens up the floor, and there's the cocaine or whatever.
And it says bag on it, cure for blindness.
Yeah, I knew a couple people who watched that and were like, it was funny, I guess. Yeah, I'm like, no, it's because of this. And I told them, and they're like, I totally forgot about that joke. And it was like, it was great seeing it back to back because I got everything. I was like, wow, this is so epic. And the fact that Brad Pitt, spoiler alert, Brad Pitt is in it as the Vanisher. And that literally he was across the street at Starbucks, if I remember reading correctly. And he was getting coffee. And Ryan Reynolds was talking to the director, and he's like, dude, let's just get, I want another high-profile name. Let's just get somebody in here. Let's do this and all this. And he's like, well, I think Brad Pitt's close by. Texted him, and Brad Pitt was like, come pay for my Starbucks. And Ryan Reynolds went out in full Deadpool, went over, bought his Starbucks, and he came on set and did that shot.
He just did that little,
yeah,
and that was it.
It took him 4 hours still. It was 4 hours of filming for all of that because they had to get him in the harness and blah, blah, blah and all that. But he bought him Starbucks, and that's why he was in the film.
The cheapest cameo ever.
Oh, yeah. It was
Actually,
perfect
never
Deadpool.
knew that.
Yeah, it was perfect Deadpool moment. Again,
Thank you,
further
Justin.
proves that, Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. And now
Ryan Reynolds is a genius when it comes to doing shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
It pops through his
Well,
head
he
like,
did all
you
the
know
marketing for one because he had no budget for it. So he was like, I'm taking the suit and doing things. And then went to a park during Halloween with a bunch of kids and found them in X-Men and then began to berate them. And it worked.
it worked gloriously. And just there were several jokes that he said that were made towards Disney because Disney had bought Marvel, Fox's Marvel at this point, and they actually had to remove him, and he was very upset because he's like, I wanted one Disney joke in there, and he was not able to get the one he wanted. And now we've got Detective Pikachu, which is what, Deadpool for kids? I mean, what's going on with this movie, guys? I mean, this is the movie nobody asked for, nobody even wanted, nobody even cared for, and now
I will electrocute you. Pika, Pika, Pika. I can hear you. What the fuck?
oh, hello, gorgeous. Pika, Pika, Pika. Yeah, you Pika, Pika, Pika. Yeah, you bring those Pika Pikas over here. Yeah, it looks... I want to know what Nintendo employee was smoking crack to blow that.
No, somebody Nintendo over there went, okay, Deadpool was a hit twice. First one made more money than they, like quadruple what they spent. And yeah, he must be. We need to find a voice for Pikachu. Jake Gyllenhaal? No, not Jake Gyllenhaal. How about no. Ryan Reynolds. Who? Deadpool. But he can. It's a children's thing. We'll make it a little bit more adult because all the kids that we had back in the 90s are adults now. That's right.
What's up, Frank?
See, I remember when Deadpool first came out, I was like, movie looks cheesy and retarded. And I went and saw it, and I'd never laughed so much in a freaking movie ever.
I was so excited.
I was like, what the hell?
I was so excited for that one when it came out. I was like, I had seen all the previews. I was like, this is good. When he did the testicular cancer warning, and actually, it was a decently serious commercial. And he was, got a pair of smooth criminals down under. And, he did everything so perfectly. He's like, check, make sure the size difference is and all. It was just so, he did such a good marketing campaign for that. But I still go back to Detective Pikachu because, again, this is Nintendo, the family-friendly gaming console company, somewhat. I mean, they owned a series of sex hotels back in the 20s and actually were made playing cards that, of all ages, including AO. For the 1800s because they've been around since the 1800s. I didn't expect them to, have a creepy Mr. Mime on the trailer that looks, oh my God, just what the hell is this thing? And just all these different aspects that I'm just like, what is this? What is this? And then now we have Sonic the Hedgehog movie coming out. Did you see this? Did you see what's going on? What is going on? And have they finally ran out of ideas? I mean, honestly.
I like College Humor's version better where Sonic the Hedgehog's in a hospital bed and goes, why is he eating them? They're made of, they're covered in gold. They're made of lead. You think I have that much gold just sitting around? What an idiot. Neat.
No, I.
That version I would watch.
Yeah, that would be funny. But
I think College Humor should make a full-length movie of Batman, of the video game sagas where everything goes wrong. Like, I think they should make a full series of that because I would actually. It reminded me of Code Monkeys.
oh god, Code Monkeys. Oh my god.
You know, if you don't remember Code Monkeys,
G4, the gaming network that went away.
Code Monkey.
Yeah.
Every time we heard that, for a while, it was actually going to be Code's theme song, and then we went with Fluttershy song.
Oh, the Flutter Wonder.
The Flutter Wonder. That's what it was called. Bumblebee had gummy bears.
Gummy bears.
I'm a gummy.
I'm a gummy bear. Yeah, we did that. Care Bear Stare. You know, we did that one too back in the day.
Care Bear stared. Hashtag me too. Oh, I got him! I got him! Yes! Yes, I got him! Care Bear me too for the win!
My headphones came off quick.
Absolutely done.
Do you need a hug?
That last Care Bear was not a Care Bear.
I'm joking over here.
Did I get you back at least?
Headphones are still on, buddy.
For now.
Doesn't matter. I got you.
Man.
Because you didn't see that one coming.
Nope.
Going back to the concert, Disturbed is about to be on.
Oh, yeah, he's going to the...
Oh, nice, Frank. Go see Disturbed. Nice. Congratulations. Go have fun, man. Tell us how it was when you get out.
See, I decided to come over and hang out with you all rather than go to that.
Did you want to go to that?
I don't know. It's got people and
it was a little disturbing. No,
and it was a drive and parking.
There's
and
a lot of
people and
I haven't listened to their music in forever.
I'll throw on whatchamacallit, Sound of Silence every now and then. The version they did on Conan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one was much better than their album release. And so
I actually got to see a review of an actual vocal coach who had never listened to Disturbed ever, doing a review of the way he was singing that from the Conan episode, and it was actually really, really good.
I would check that out. That actually sounds pretty interesting. The voice, oh my god, and the way it was simplified on the Conan version, in my opinion, because again, you had all the extras on the music video for Disturbed, Sound of Silence, and it just, it was good, but the Conan one it was that live feeling. Hearing somebody live, I mean, I can't remember the last time I actually went to a concert, but hearing somebody live is just completely different than hearing somebody on an album because it's so tuned and tweaked and all that.
Well, and this vocal coach was actually good enough that she could pick up the little bit of auto-tune that Conan's engineers did without telling the artist that they were doing it. And she could pick out that it was being done. 2, could pick out that his voice didn't need it.
Yeah.
And she called
I haven't seen this, and I guess after the show, I'm gonna take a look.
This is gonna be something we have to look at. Interesting.
Yeah, I've never seen
recently.
this.
That's gonna. I'm curious now. I'm gonna have to go find this and look it up.
I'm just trying to put it in my memory bank. Stand by.
Justin said he can link the vocal coach.
Oh yeah, sure. Link it in. There's these guys.
Yeah, and then we can go back later and go pull it up.
Yeah,
because I will forget.
Me too.
Hashtag me too.
Nope, not getting this one.
No, I got others. Don't worry.
No, this
hashtag YouTube.
Hashtag YouTube. Hashtag you now. Hashtag let's continue the show.
Okay then.
All right. So you and I have had a lot of conversation about Rewind, but these two haven't had a conversation. We're going to step back and let them. We're going to let them find a topic, and then we'll go.
Okay. Topics.
Go.
What topics? I mean,
we're not allowed to talk until you come up with
bullshit. That's bullshit. You come up with something. I mean, he's a tech guy. We need Trey.
Well, I'm a tech guy. I used to be a trucker. Used to do a little bit of weather spotting back in the day, too.
There we go.
Right on. Some good shit.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. We're going to talk about shit. All right, there's our topic. What types? No, I'm just kidding.
What type of shit do you got right now?
Well, the joke was like, we always get these little topics and we get these categories we want to talk about and we have these conversations we want to talk about and we get through them so fast because it's like, meh. And then we get to the dicks and fart jokes and then it's like,
For an
ha
hour and a half.
Yeah. They
Tornado dildo.
ha.
part 1, part 2, part 3.
Bliss.
That one's ever
Sex
gonna go away.
dolls. Oh my God.
That will never ever go away for me. For as long as I keep chasing, that's all I'm gonna think about when I'm on the road.
We were supposed to have Devin here, but unfortunately he had to cancel. He had a date.
Ooh.
Devin was going to be here. So hopefully we'll get him next week. Corey's going to be here next week. Ashley wanted to come back, so we got a nice little guest list we can start building out. So it'll be kind of cool.
There you go. Start lining them up.
That's what we need
Yeah, it
to.
was kind of a last minute thing for me to be.
I
here.
appreciate it, man. That was good. Like I said, Trey was buried under servers. Not literally, but just all the work he had to catch up
Servers toppled over. Trey's under there. Help me.
on. He's on the phone watching us live.
I mean, you laugh, but those servers are fucking heavy.
Yeah.
They are not light, no. But no, he's working. And then once again, if I didn't say, because it was said in the first part that got cut off, congratulations to Adri for graduating. She's having a graduation party today. And I couldn't be there. I send all my love and congratulations to you guys. To you. Fantastic. You are going to change the world. How about an episode where y'all play Cards Against Humanity? That actually was brought up last time. D actually wants to do that. And so I'm still trying to figure out the configuration of how I'm going to do that because I want to have a camera facing down on the cards in a way.
Might have to wait till the new setup and we have the triangle and we could do it in the center.
Right. Well, so we're going to be hanging cameras.
And from playing Cards Against Humanity with some of these people, that's going to be one fucking brutal game.
Oh,
Hey, but it's gonna be so much fun.
Oh yes.
I got to go find. I don't know where my deck went for that. I completely.
You can borrow mine. I've got the big deck.
All right, cool.
the bigger, blacker deck.
I'm sorry. I gotta channel Trey. You do.
Oh yeah.
Oh God. There's Bumblebee. I'm gonna butter your bread. I haven't talked to him in a while. I haven't talked to a lot of our old friends in a while. I mean, Iceman's kind of living somewhere. I mean, I randomly see him.
I haven't talked to him in years. I talked to Bumble about about 6 months ago.
Last time I talked to Bumble, he's like, "Hey, I'm fixing to do another epic ride." He rode a bike from here
to Chicago?
Oklahoma, to Oklahoma City on bike, and then like back to Dallas and went to Austin, all without stopping. Well, not he stopped for sleep, but all without like going home or breaks or anything like that. And that was also the same month we had some horrendous storms go through like northern Texas and Oklahoma. So I'm literally watching him posted like in the rain. He's like under a bridge, tornado, and he's just standing there with his bike.
Well,
I like
Oklahoma.
running. I run for Jan-A.
What's he in more?
Lieutenant Dan got no legs.
Lieutenant Dan, you got new legs.
Look, Danny, Lieutenant. No, see, that's horrible because that's such a great movie. But it is such a stereotype movie now that literally it got banned at some places. I have a full set. Was that Feta Fox? I can't. Yeah. All right, cool, Fox. Yeah, we gotta play
Feta
that.
Fox, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta play that. I think that would be.
I had all the sets until I went into the hospital a couple years, and then I just kind of gave up.
I think
buying
you've got red, blue, and green that they've added.
The presidential package,
Yeah.
which they should be. Cards Against Humanity must literally just be like, there's too much data here to make cards, people.
We would double the set pretty much.
Yeah.
Just on Trump alone. He's so great.
I did get to play Cards Against Muggles recently. That was pretty good.
They had
Wait, hold on. They have cards. Okay, I
Against
haven't seen the
Muggle?
Cards Against.
They
is it
have-
the Harry Potter version.
Yes.
Holy shit!
And it comes.
What do they
in the
turn
big
into
box.
Monopoly all of a sudden?
And
Yeah.
it comes in the big box, too.
they have Cards Against Disney.
We had 12 of us playing. so
Cards
it was
Against
actually pretty
Disney, and I saw some of the cards, and it was not Disney friendly. I don't know. I swear they're going to get in trouble for this, but they have Cards Against Disney.
We should get a box before they get banned.
Yeah.
Yeah, go stop.
What was it?
good. I remember adding some Disney cards to my Cards Against Humanity.
It was
stuff like,
what was it called? Crabs?
Tinkerbell's cunty ass.
Ding. If we get banned, we're sorry. Hannah, holy shit! Twinkle, it's Twinkle. Twinkle's alive. Hey, Twinkle, how are you?
Wow.
Bradley,
she was
hey,
on the
Bradley.
show, wasn't she?
No, well, yeah.
Yeah, she-
back on the bullshooting show.
Yeah, she was.
We
on
had her
the-
on a show one time. Yeah,
Yeah, because she had the laugh, the twinkle laugh. That
the
just-
Twinkle laugh. Better than the Twinkle Radio. Twinkle,
when you had the
we love
soundboard.
you. We miss you. Good Lord, come visit us.
That's because when we had the soundboard and you would play on the soundboard and we finally unplugged the damn thing so that way you'd stop playing sounds over us. Like, oh my God.
I actually thought about bringing that back. Because that started. I literally one of the episodes I played. Solo Vita did the Harlem Shake, and there's Trey jumping around, spinning his head.
Please tell me Jamil rolled his eyes like more.
No, Jamil was over there doing this too.
We had the Vuvuzela on that one too, if I remember correctly, back when that was big.
Twinkle's like, I can't sneak in anywhere.
Nope, you can't.
As
called out.
As small as you are, Twinkle, no, you are such a big personality, and we love you so much, and we miss you so much.
Yeah, we may have to borrow
It's
Fox's.
turning
She has
into
all
a
the
reunion
expansions.
Hey, I got a new car. Maybe I can make a road trip without dying.
I got Wi-Fi in my car.
I have it in mine now too. Evidently, I haven't hooked it up, but it's on there.
There you go.
I don't know how that really works yet. I have yet to even play with any of the features. When I was touching the screen because there was something on there, it went click. I was like, oh fuck, it's touchscreen. I didn't even know.
You turning the car on when you didn't even know it.
Well, I did.
Was it leaking a little oil afterwards?
I was thinking about my Lincoln.
All right.
My Lincoln's Lincoln oil. No.
Talking about
You
fingering
ever drive
cars
coffee to
and
drinking?
leaking oil.
For driving the hot rod Lincoln?
Damn. Hey, just hit the brakes, will you? Wall.
Oh, God.
Bradley's in the room. What's up, Bradley? So if you guys haven't had a chance, I'm going to interrupt this. Make sure you check out our website, oneupds.com. Ding, there you go. Also, if you haven't liked and subscribed, make sure you do that. If you're on our YouTube, if you haven't gone to, go to our YouTube. Just go ahead and click that icon. It will let you know we're live. Same thing on Facebook here and also on our Twitch streaming. So hopefully,
We don't get banned.
God willing. No, I don't care if you get banned. I get banned all the time. I've worked it
It'll
out.
be nothing new.
It'd be nothing new. We've been banned in China. We've been
He's
banned
a
in
gamer.
Germany.
He's used
We're
to being
still
banned.
banned in China.
We are?
Well, Trey made a point about this the other day. He goes, if you have anything like skeletons or death, and then literally go, fucking Jamil's nickname is Death. I mean, he's literally sitting right here. No wonder why we're banned.
Were we banned in Germany too for at one point?
We're still banned in, we're still banned in Germany, and but through the we're banned on YouTube in Germany and in China. Back when we had Blog Talk Radio, we were big in South Korea.
Yeah.
Because we had military buddies that were listening to the show, and so they would just play it, and they would all play it
on the barracks radio.
on the barracks radio, and they would just listen to us. So we always threw them a shout out. So you'll hear that in there. And we had like over 10,000 listeners down there, and of course, you can't have like if all of us sat in a room and we watched it, that's one listener, right? So if they play it over like barracks and stuff like that, that's one listener. So we never got like any recognition. We never got like premiered on there or nothing like that, even though I could actually prove the numbers because they were sending me pictures of them with like the laptop plugging it in going, you're on.
No, it's funny you talk about that because last night I watched Good Morning Vietnam.
Oh man, I hadn't seen that movie. It's it's
Morning, Vietnam.
it's hard watching Robin Williams films nowadays. I mean, it really is.
It's hard
so
watching.
good at what he did.
It's hard watching Bicentennial Man. That's the one that gets you
yes,
because when the words that he uses when he dies, like literally puts to the thing of like I could see him saying this before he died.
Yeah.
Like it's like oh
What Dreams May Come.
yeah.
That one was a rough one too. I mean, that just man.
Hook is just a good show to watch. Like my kids, they've seen it. They don't really know who Robin Williams is until they realize, oh my god, that's the genie. Yes,
Yes.
it's the genie.
Now Will Smith is going to play the genie.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
one. We'll
I
have to
could
see.
I could see that. Will Smith, I like him as an actor. I really do. I don't even mind his son. His son is not a great actor, but I don't mind his son as an actor. He wasn't really good in the combo film they did about the Earth is now being taken
After
over.
Earth or
Yeah.
whatever that was.
I liked him in The Karate Kid. He did actually pretty well in The Karate Kid.
He was okay. He was okay
It
in
was
it.
different, but he pulled it off.
Did any of y'all watch the YouTube series of Cobra Kai?
No, I haven't, but I've heard amazing things about
It
it.
is actually extremely good. You got broke down Cobra Kai loser, and you got the Karate Kid at a dealership winning it up. And then he gets his own students, and suddenly he becomes a dojo again. And then Karate Kid's like, "I'm gonna kick your ass again," and he's like, "I'll do this for my." And then it's it was basically both of them going, man, we haven't had work in a long time.
Paycheck.
Ka-ching.
we need to get paid. Well,
I would say-
what are we known for? One thing.
Jackie Chan was looking pretty rough in the Karate Kid, though.
Jackie Chan is old as balls.
Dude,
He's how old? I'm gonna have to Google this now.
Google
He's
that.
gotta be up there.
Without Jamil here, we don't have the
do
Google.
you know how old? I mean, you start looking at older, karate guys. I mean, you start looking at Chuck Norris. He's in his 70s, isn't he?
Yeah. He's actually a part of the Kickstarter that my son's part of. That's what, this morning.
He's 64.
Jackie Chan.
Yeah, but his
thought he was
body,
older than
but his
that.
body has been beaten and broken. He broke a hip in a movie and still did the movie.
Didn't he do that in Rush Hour? When he
Well,
tried to slide through that.
When you do your own stunts.
yeah.
Because he tried to slide through that little.
Oh,
hole
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
in the casino.
Chuck Norris is 78.
The last for the Robin Williams thing, the last line in the Night at the Museum kills him. That's a good one.
Damn it, you brought that up.
Yeah.
That's another movie I ain't seen in a while.
Yeah, because that's his last line ever in a film. That was the last recorded line in a film. Was his. You can look it up.
No, and then in the movie Jack, when he did the graduation ceremony and he did that speech.
That was a good one, but his last recorded line, like on film, was, even though it was Night at the Museum came out first, if I remember correctly, that was his last on-camera appearance in a film, and that was the Smile Boy, the sun's rising, and it was just like, because someone posted that was like his last moments on film, and he left us a positive message, and it was just like, the tears are coming, the tears are coming.
I like watching his videos from when he went overseas to do the USO stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then suddenly they had the
The Reveille went off, and he was
Reveille
like,
with never ever been at a show, and suddenly the whole crowd was
and then when he was done, he was like, they were like, he was surprisingly really respectful for not knowing what it is. I mean, I probably would have been like, what the hell? Guess nobody wants to listen to me.
He did the American flag speech when he wore the American flag shirt, and that one was pretty good.
No, so the last film that he ever did, he was voice. It was Dennis the Dog in Absolute Anything. It was in 2015. Night Museum: The Secret Tomb was 2014. So he had one more movie.
Was that a voice or was that on film?
The last voiceover that he did on a film.
Okay.
On a film, he was a voiceover of Dennis the Dog, and that's what it was. I was like, I knew there was one more because Night Museum was the last live appearance of Robin Williams.
That's what it was then.
But it's the last, the actual last line was Dennis the Dog.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, because I'm actually looking at his full thing. Like, out of all his movies, there's a few I haven't actually seen, which I need to go look at. Oh, and then they've got the full list of all the appearances of Saturday Night Live on here too. That's really cool. Because I have like Old Dogs, like this one of my favorite ones.
I need to go see Good Morning Vietnam. Now that you mentioned that, I'm like, man, I gotta go see that again.
He was on American
I
Idol.
see Deadpool 2.
You haven't seen Deadpool 2?
No.
God, Toa's face of.
He looks like that towards the end.
Yeah, they do the call. They do the call out.
I'm pointing. Yeah.
He almost pulled his headphones off.
You got him off.
What, you had to give him the ass shot? Really? You gave him the ass shot first? I mean, he did it in the film how many times? The music video was even. So, I need to find out. In the music video with Celine Dion, the Deadpool that comes out on heels,
Is that him?
he said it was him.
Dude, if that's him, he's got some serious talent.
Okay, first off, I don't think that man's that flexible to do the kicks he was doing. I don't know. I'll look it up here, but I'm fairly sure. Deadpool music video. Who played Deadpool?
What kind of inappropriate searches could we do for Deadpool? How flexible is Deadpool really?
Well, he's dead.
Okay, Ryan Reynolds confesses he did not dance to
Okay.
Celine Dion music. Actor 41 took on Instagram Thursday, revealed a professional dancer was used in the music video for Dion's new song. It doesn't say who it was, though, but it was not him.
Dang it.
That would have been
He was saying it was.
Well, I'm sure he was like, yeah, that was me. That was totally me. And I'm pretty sure that somebody's like, okay, we need you to come dance. Hold on. I actually can't dance. I confessed it wasn't me.
Yeah.
He'd have been on Dancing with the Stars.
You guys think, oh?
Deadpool.
No.
Dude, that would be awesome. Dancing with the Stars is Deadpool.
What's up, Andrew? Welcome to the show. Yeah.
Shout out.
The Fisher King was amazing. Oh yeah,
I don't think I've seen The Fisher King.
it's been a long time. It is. I have to go back and watch it because there's a lot of things that are coming out that I want to watch. Sword Art Online 3 is coming out with a new series, which that was really quick, or a new movie, and I kind of want to see that. So I'm kind of into that.
No, you want to know what was on HBO the other day? The original Power Rangers movie. I
Yeah.
actually watched it, and I said the thing on my. That's the cheesiest.
This is the
goddamn movie
corniest thing
I think I've ever seen.
Ninjetti corkscrew kick.
No. Original Mortal Kombat. You want to talk about
Mortal Kombat, was
but it was so cheesy. Oh my
Okay,
gosh,
so-
90s cheesy.
I think
But it
part
wasn't
of the
as
reason
bad-
It's so cheesy is because even on the DVD, the audio is out of sync.
It's so bad. Like,
Okay, it's not as bad as Annihilation. Part 2 was the worst, and suddenly like, oh, and he's a dragon. And you're like, oh, good lord, why? It's like,
Yeah, bad CGI.
with Ronda Rousing now as the playing in the new video game. She's the voice of Sonya Blades.
that I don't mind. The new game is beast. If that movie looked like that game, it would have been a gore fest. I would have watched it. But no, they're like, we must, no real blood. We have to like a little bit of here. We got to do those.
It was the
That
90s.
ruins it, man.
I know.
We didn't have Game of Thrones in the 90s.
We
Dude, they would
did,
remake
but it
We
was
had Braveheart. That's as close as you could get to sex and blood on a film.
freedom.
Braveheart was a good movie.
Oh, it was an excellent movie.
I love that movie.
There's a reason why it's so
Oh,
And
good.
the Patriot.
thank you, Andrew. Street Fighter the movie. Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile.
Why? You know what? If
Guile.
we're just doing bad movies, how are
I'm
the
gonna
dog-
uppercut you and flex the American muscle. Okay, cut.
Because he was in, was it Expendables 3? Was that
Two.
Two.
2?
He was Expendable 2. He was a bad guy. That was the first movie he's been in since like forever in a day because he had some kind of huge falling out or something. I'm not remember what happened, but he had been a long time. And then, of course, him deciding, I'm going to kick Jason David Frank's ass at a Comic-Con, and Jason put him on the wall. That was epic to watch. Have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God, there was a whole story about this. So, for the longest time, Jason David Frank has always been a very skilled MMA fighter. He was a Power Ranger. If you don't know who he is, he was the original. He did MMA fighting. He wanted to go into, he always called out like CM Punk to wrestle, to actually come do it. CM Punk. Now Jason Frank, Tommy Oliver is now a professional wrestler at an event down in Houston. He's in the wrestling scene now. But during a Comic-Con convention, I can't remember which one it was. We'll have to find the link. Jean-Claude Van Damme made some kind of comment and made some kind of like, I'll kick your ass. And Tommy had enough of this shit and just put him in the wall. And literally you see like security peeling him off of him. And, I don't know. Look, Jean-Claude Van Damme's too old to fight to begin with, but even back in the day, he was known for one thing, and that was his split kick. That was it.
Yep.
And he.
Well, what's funny though is Liam Neeson's coming out in a movie and it's not called Taken.
He was in one back in the day. It's called Batman Begins. But when he walks,
Well, yeah, but I mean, had
He
three
trained
Taken
Obi-Wan
movies.
Kenobi. You don't take his daughter, definitely. You
Definitely
train
not.
Batman. I mean, this guy, you don't mess with him, okay? You don't mess with Liam Neeson.
at some point, when we're gonna get this bit, I know I have special skill sets. I will find you. Will Q. Misa got your daughter. Misa gonna win.
No, it's one of those kids-
Misa, real Lord of Darkness.
The other day they had Taken 3 on TV, and there was that DVD like special edition one that they had where they talked to all the actors and whatnot, and they were talking about that he actually pulled a prank on whoever it was that played his daughter in that movie about some guy that wouldn't leave her alone, and he kept saying, "I will find you and I will kill you," and he like hung up the phone. I was like, I would have been like, "Ooh, all right, come on, Liam Neeson, let's go." Just for fun. I mean, you gotta have
Okay,
fun with it.
now I miss Leslie Nielsen.
Man, Naked Gun.
I've never seen Jason split on some Zords though. Yeah, he's never
What?
done that.
Courtesy
we're
call
talking
on the
about-
white phone.
Oh,
No,
The guy that
and-
keeps unplugging it.
I haven't seen Naked Gun in forever.
Hulu has every single one of them, and I had a marathon last
Oh,
week.
man.
I watched all Naked Guns. First off, it's really funny to look because OJ was actually just in the news talking about something. He was appealing something. So you look at OJ, and then I watch the movie, you see young OJ, and you're like, in a couple of years,
Before he killed his wife?
you're gonna be really famous, bro, and not the way you want to. it ain't gonna be a Hertz commercial. But no, I was watching all the movies.
And while normally it doesn't fit, it's kind of humorous, not for you.
And watching all the different movies all the way up, and I ended up falling asleep and waking up to 33 and a quarter or 33 and a half or what the last one of the series. I forgot how corny the woman character was in there. Dick, what, why? Oh, like the whisper conversation. Like I was just sitting there, it's in a dream. Wake up. Andrew, to answer your question, I've never seen Jason split on some Zords, though. No. Jean-Claude Van Damme was known famously for the split kick that he did, like in Bloodsport. Jason David Frank was well known for the same style, but he didn't where he's both legs straight out. But that sound that he makes, his Hiya sound was very distinctive. You always
signature.
Knew it was a signature sound. Going back to your movie, yes. We watched it the other day, and even my kids were like, Ninjetti corkscrew kick, corner pot. How did he get down there? He just jumped straight up. Was there a slide? Like, I mean, my youngest is like, is he on the strings? I'm like, he's on a string.
It was definitely a very cheesy ass movie once you go back and look at how it was made.
But I did like Ivan Ooze. I thought he was a great villain. I still to this day thought he was a great villain because he was he was like, I don't give a fuck. Everybody dismissed him. Shut up. Blew up a bird. He would have been a great villain if we could get like a Power Ranger, the movie that came out. Even Rita was really good in this one, but the Power Rangers, like a next version or whatever, they were supposed to be making a part 2, but I think it bombed.
Yeah, I don't think it did well enough for them to do another one.
I don't think so either. It just, I mean, granted, it wasn't the same, and it was
awkward. It was corny. It had its issues. I mean, you wanted to like it more. You really wanted to like it more, and it just didn't. It didn't hit on those notes. Though I have not seen the new Bumblebee Transformers movie. I've actually heard good things.
It's really good. It really is. It is a, well, okay. This is all speculation because I haven't seen it either, but it's really good because the concept is, and this was a misnomer, misunderstanding, it's a prelude to when Optimus comes.
Okay, yeah.
From the movie. It's a prelude to the first movie.
It's pretty cool.
Which makes total sense to everything that's going on. So it's like, because Bumblebee was the first to arrive and da-da-da. Now it all makes sense, and then literally it makes the other movies not look so trashy.
So they're doing a Star Wars style.
Let's not talk about the last Transformers movie before.
I never watched it because I didn't have that 4 hours to spare.
Oh my god, it was one of the worst 4 hours.
Oh, we're coming to the ending. Oh no problem.
It had 3 false endings. That moment where you're like, at hour 2, you're like, oh thank God this movie is over. Nope. You're barely halfway through it. Oh God, it's hour 3. Oh look, now everything's coming to a close. It's all going to be great. It's all no. We got another hour. Oh my God. And then 30 minutes.
But
to the
see,
end.
this is what they're comparing the new Avengers Endgame, because the new Avengers Endgame is like supposed to be like what, 3 hours long?
3.5.
3.5 hours long. So
That's
three.
not long, yes.
So 3.5. Well, they got to fit a lot.
They fit a lot in the last one.
They already announced Spider-Man and all. They got to bring him back. It takes time to collect that much dust. Vacuums of the worlds. The stock went through the roof. Have you seen
Robert Downey Jr. playing in sand on the beach, playing with Spider-Man?
My favorite part is that I posted up on One Up. It was the Avengers Infinity War jigsaw puzzle, and it was a bag of sand.
Oh yeah, I remember you did that.
It was like,
Expert mode.
hey Mark,
Like
what's going
2
on?
weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's pretty funny.
Endgame's going to be good.
But that's going to be an epically long movie. Do I think they're going to do? No, because in the Transformers, they didn't. I mean, the first one was really cool because we thought we'd never see that in our lifetime. I remember because it was me, you, Curtis, and Keith all going to see this movie. It was a really big deal. I still have the original Transformer police car still in this box that you gave me for my birthday that same year. The squad car. That was great, but yes, it was blurry, and yes, it wasn't clean where you could see everything, so they tried to make it better and better. The problem is that the story just kept getting wilder and wilder. The Avengers story, they have literally built every character to a certain T, and then they played out this beautiful, what you thought was going to be like heroes are going to win, and they destroyed everything, and you're just like, you're left heartbroken for a year. They can take as long as they want. They want to take 12 hours to tell the story. I
will sit down and watch a 12-hour movie.
I will go get a catheter.
Yeah, but I will watch this movie.
Deal with that pain.
I actually went back and watched the original Iron Man the other day. I actually have been going through, and I almost have every single Marvel movie on digital now. And I've been going back through watching a lot of the old ones, and you remember the memories of seeing Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark come out. Jarvis, lights, yes, I am Iron Man. And you heard Samuel L. Jackson for that first time, and you were just like, wait, what? And then you see the eye patch, and Nick Fury, Shield, and you're just like, oh shit, that's like, you didn't know, you had no idea. And then you go back and watch the first Avengers, which still holds up really, really well for considering it's an 8-year-old movie now. It's
still one of my favorite. Jamil's always got his. Always going to be the Winter Soldier. Mine's always going to be the first one, just because the flag. That's my favorite part of the entire movie. Everybody climbs it. Nobody does. He pulls a pin out, grabs the flag. He doesn't even look back. Just like, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
The first Avengers probably still takes my top spot, just because the first time you see Thanos, and as a comic book fan, I'm watching this. I was with Jeff. I held 22 seats in a theater on opening night by myself.
He did until we all got there.
And I held him for like half an hour. It was insane. And the person, who was
this was before we had the ability to pre-order the seat, to reserve the seat.
So I had a full row and another half a row, and I had brought 3 jackets, and I put jackets on the end of everything. And someone came up, complained. The usher came over and said, "Sir, you can't hold these seats." And I went, and I had all the tickets, and I said, "They're all mine." "Good enough, sir. Sorry, he has all these seats." And they bitched, complained, but I was like, nope, I got them all. And then everyone arrived. And I remember sitting next to Jeff, which you should have him on sometime too, because we could go comic book deep with him.
Him and you and Jamil would be an epic battle.
Oh, that would be fun. But so we're sitting there and we're watching Avengers in this amazing movie, and seeing, for us, the first culmination of all those comic book characters that we'd never see these on screen. We see it all on screen, and then it shows, at the end it's going to be Thanos. We all know, we know now it's Thanos, but it shows, and it pans up and it shows the back of his chair.
Yeah.
And Jeff is losing his mind. He can't speak. He's literally just going, oh, oh, oh. And like, people are like staring at him. And then I hear the line, to fight them is to court death. And then I knew exactly who it was. And I started acting like a monkey, just like him, just, going, oh my God. And people are looking at us, and then he turns and sees his face, and half the people in the theater just
gasp.
Oh yeah, and are like
gasp.
Freaked out, and the other half are like, "Who the hell is that?" And we're like, "You're not. We'll explain it." Just like every
single Avenger movie, Marvel movie, we have sat outside probably whatever theater we're in for at least half an hour, freezing cold, burning hot, smoking cigarette, don't matter, to have a what the fuck conversation of how awesome. Because continue, but I'm going to.
Yeah, it was one of those, and then we saw, and Jeff and I were talking. I mean, the chatter, just like he's saying, as you walk out, and we're like, are they actually going to do this? Are they actually going to follow through? Have Thanos as a villain? Because Infinity Gauntlet is one of my favorite comic series of all time. It's number 2 actually. It's one of those you go through, and we're like, are they actually going to do this? Are they going to do it right? Are they going to bring in the gems? Are they going to do everything? And they have, and that's why.
Sorry, I'll tell it afterwards. I was going to tell that story too, actually.
Yeah.
But it's one of those, seeing something that, again, seeing Transformers was badass. I mean, it was one of those, you're like, oh, this is amazing. Lord of the Rings, still, it really kind of started since Star Wars and Indiana Jones. You had those trilogies and Back to the Future, but then you really didn't have anything like that until, in my opinion, until Lord of the Rings, and had that amazing trilogy that fit so well together, and Peter Jackson doing an amazing job with those. And then Marvel comes along and says, we're one-upping it, and we're going to tie in 22 movies now. And they didn't even know they were doing that back in the day. They just Jon Favreau, who did Iron Man 2, and he's Happy Hogan and all of it. He helped set all that up, not even knowing. And then you had Joss Whedon come in and continue that story. And now you have the Russo brothers, who have just continued this dream that we've been waiting over 10 years to see the end of. Really.
This entire accumulation of characters and actors, really, because
it's been
and even directors, to make sure that they keep that same kind of vision.
Wow, that was loud.
The fuck was that?
We just had a loud rumble outside.
a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Or something just plowed into all the cars in the front of my house.
Probably not. Hopefully not. We'll just say not.
See, they haven't come through my back. I'm assuming not.
Yeah. But it just seeing this, everything come together for this is what's going to be so amazing.
Thought it was thunder for a moment.
And then we had the one-offs that we thought were just going to be one-offs. Guardians of the Galaxy, nobody expected that to be a good movie.
Because Guardians of the Galaxy is not, and Jamil has stated this 1,000 times, it was not a known comic. It was probably...
It was a D-line comic.
It was a D-line comic, and now it has suddenly become, it got boosted because they did, but they also, Ant-Man and Wasp, right? Or Ant-Man in general. Every movie we ever saw that didn't have one of the main Avengers in it at some point, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, when they announced Guardians of the Galaxy, we were like, okay, this is going to be the movie that bombs. It did fantastic. Then they came out with Ant-Man. It was like, this is the movie that's going to bomb. But no, they did amazing. That one's successful. Doctor Strange. There's no way
they can do magic on screen.
Because nobody can do magic really right on screen. Even like Harry Potter didn't really do magic half the time. You just randomly saw a little beam of light and that was it. Otherwise, something floated and somebody had a string. That was, I mean, whatever. It was still a really good movie for the series. But when they... suddenly that movie comes out and then he gets phased out and put through this warp of just, if you're on acid watching this movie,
oh God help you. Yeah.
The moment the hands started coming out of the hands and covering it, it's just like somebody has a true vision when the buildings start shifting. Like it just, they haven't done a movie, and what's sad is you have to rank them, so you have to put a movie down the bottom. And right now, Ant-Man and Wasp, I think, which is still a great film. Ant-Man and Wasp didn't really do as well as I thought it could.
It's on the lower half. Yeah.
There's nothing. I don't personally know what they could have done to make it better because it set up. It literally set up Endgame.
It did.
It is the whole pretest to Endgame, so they had to complete it a certain way.
I think bottom one is either Iron Man 2 or Iron Man 3. Well, those one of those is on the bottom. I think it was Iron Man 2. It didn't. Was it 3? Was the worst?
I think it was 3.
But I know they're like the bottom 2, and it's a shame because they're, again, by themselves they're not terrible movies. They're just ranking out of all the Marvel movies, they're the bottom of the barrel, and it's.
I'm a big fan of the Ultron storyline, and I was really big fan when they did the Ultron, which ties into the thing. So Ashley's posted on here, favorite in theater moment I think was the teaser. When the screen credit rolls and Ghost screamed out at the top of his lungs, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. So what happened is if you haven't seen it, spoiler, at the end of it, they show the twins in the room. One's Scarlet Witch flipping some blocks around, and then you have Quicksilver who's literally bouncing from wall to wall super fast. The whole theater is quiet. Nobody's making a sound because as soon as it goes screen black, we're waiting for it. As soon as it comes up and they bounce around and it disappears, nobody oohs and ahs or says anything. Out of nowhere, screaming ghost, it's Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver! And literally 3 rows back, no shit!
There was another moment we had. It was Jamil. What film was that?
Well, hang on, because it was a couple. Because when we watched the Infinity War and everybody was crying, he was like, he was giggling. There were people behind us sobbing in tears, and he's seen that movie like 4 times. He talked about it like 2 episodes ago. 4 times he watched that episode or watched that movie in theaters, and every single time somebody new had seen it, we're sobbing. He's laughing his ass off because, come on.
He said he was enjoying every minute of watching somebody be in pain over ending.
Oh, it was. But that's just Jamil.
That's true.
I actually enjoyed that as well because
according to Vicky, the original Thor is at the bottom. I could see that.
I actually went back and watched that. It set up so much for Thor because again, you had to introduce Thor. It had to be done right. You had to get Odin and you had to get Loki, and honestly, that's where the heartthrob Loki came from.
But it wasn't until Guardians of the Galaxy and Deadpool that they realized that you could still have an amazing movie and have comedy, and they would love it because you look at Thor Ragnarok. It's a great movie. Hold on, I'm not trying to do this. That's why I'm coming back around. Okay, continue.
Yeah. Like. It was well done. Again, Jeff Goldblum. Come on, Jeff Goldblum factor. You have to account that in for that one. But they went true 80s.
Why do you have the orb of destruction? I didn't ask for it. Put it away.
Oh, it smells like burnt toast. It's getting on to me.
But we're family. We are.
There was so much because they didn't take themselves seriously. I think they were still trying to find their stride as movies with the original Thor, and they would try to go, a little too serious, and I think that's why that one fell on a dead note. Same thing with Dark World, Thor 2 Dark World. That one is down there for me. I didn't like that one as much at all. Even though it brought in the reality gem, it was still...
Which we still... Even when I went back and watched that movie, they really didn't make that the understanding that that was a gem.
Yeah,
they never really explained that this is one of the Infinity Stones. They just said it was a ancient power.
Well, no. At the very end, when they give it to the collector,
right, and
they say it's unwise to have two Infinity Stones so close to each other.
Well, I mean, they did at the end, but during the whole movie, like for those who didn't realize, like
it was
they didn't allude to that. It wasn't until Doctor Strange when he brought all the stones out and explained it and goes, well, there's your smart ass people. How did Iron Man? How did you not know about these stones?
Yeah, but again, we've been watching these films and they haven't. And the characters had to react of, tell me his name again, Thanos. I mean, they had no clue he was coming, and it was just there was so much.
Yes, Ashley made in our comment. The second best one was during Age of Ultron when everyone was scattered through the theater and the city was floating. Bat pops up with, it would be really nice for a helicarrier right now. Oh shit! And the scatter of laughter when the helicarrier swooped in to save the day. Yeah, I found this in mothballs.
Well, no, it was great because Captain America's like, Nick Fury, you son of a bitch. Ooh, you kiss your mother with that mouth? It was.
We've had some pretty epic times in theaters. We really have. And now we have the end game, which, regardless of any past history, good, bad, or ugly, between personal life, business life, whatever, we're going to go see this movie. If you want to join, hit us up. We'll try to get a group. We'll try to get a whole theater for all I know. I don't care because we started it. We'll finish it.
We got Captain Marvel coming up, which is looking good. And it's crazy. So you had Guardians of the Galaxy, and it had that 70s motif. Then you had Ragnarok, which is the 80s motif. Now we have Captain Marvel, and it's the 90s motif. And then we have Endgame. I'm actually excited seeing them progress.
Which is gonna throw it back into the 2000s.
Yeah, I love. I mean, I know it's kind of a side thing, but it's actually they've been progressing through. You could even go back.
I'm waiting to see what they put into the Captain Marvel with the 90s. Like I seen the
blockbuster,
They put a blockbuster there.
It was great. I was like, oh my god, I remember that.
The only existing blockbuster left is in Anchorage, Alaska. Well, I'm sorry, there's two now. There's one in Anchorage, Alaska, which is privately owned, and there's supposed to be one in like Vancouver or something. The only two remaining, but the one up there in Vancouver or something, I think is still company owned, but. To get of all things that you have to pay to get product placement, you put a product placement of something and goes, I just want to see it just like Toys R Us. We're shutting down, we're bankrupt. Bitches, we're back.
Yeah.
Blockbuster shows up. Guess who's back? You go in there and
it's rewind time.
It's not. You don't even pick up movies and DVDs anymore. They're all digital DLC cards.
Yeah, that's what it is. I just. I want to see the 90s motif. I mean, I want to see that. I mean, you could go
MCI. Oh my God! You know who did the MCI commercials back in the 90s? He's in Thor Ragnarok.
What was
the Grandmaster? He was the voice of
Jeff Goldblum?
He was the voice of MCI in the 90s.
Was he? I don't remember. Oh my God! I'm gonna have to go look that. Oh,
I have to make sure.
That would.
I'm so sure of it because I remember seeing him and always looking at him.
The other thing about Captain Marvel, we get Coulson back, which I've been waiting for at least temporarily.
But how bad's the soundtrack going to be? Because I mean, it is 2000.
What, the 90s?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 90s soundtrack. I can listen to 90s music. Some 90s music. I mean.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait.
Yeah.
For my life to be over.
Jeff,
let the dogs out.
Jeff Goldblum did the MCI commercial, a bunch of MCI commercials back in the 90s. If he could show up in there in a commercial, that would be the ultimate, like, ha-ha.
There's a couple of them that I could think of from the 90s that they could just throw in. I'm excited because I want to see what they do with it. Because if they can... 90s wasn't too long ago. I mean, it's almost 20 years now, but I mean, it's
almost 30, but yeah.
From 1990, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just wondering when the Verizon commercials. Can you hear me now?
That was 2000.
That was 2000.
That was in 2000.
I couldn't remember how old it was.
You back then you had AT&T, you had Southwestern Bell.
Mm-hmm.
You had
Intel processors.
Voice
Doom,
stream.
doom, doom, doom.
oh my god, the
Pentium processor.
no Windows 95 computers, CRT monitors and computers. That's
Oh my
Shield. And you also saw Coulson with like a full head of hair and looking real young. Like,
Yeah, it's going to be.
oh
We had the
god.
Oregon Trail.
I want to see all the 90s stuff. It's going to be so great.
Hey, did you get this latest
How much
disc?
of that 90s stuff died of dysentery, though?
To think about what they had to go do, and they had to go scrounge for all like the relic and antique shops. They're like, yes, I'm looking for a CD Walkman, a working one.
No, wasn't it RIPD where they had that old VCR shop?
Yeah, the VCR repair shop.
Feet.
And they were like, who the hell uses VCRs anymore?
Nobody.
That's the point.
That's the point. Nobody. So it's a perfect hiding spot. Every VCR shop must have been visited during that movie.
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Even though that movie bombed, it was still good. What was that? Say, Singular Phone. Back in it was paid.
Voice stream.
Voice stream.
Payphones.
No, payphone was one of them. If you had a cell phone, it was
The end of the pagers.
Do you remember the first phone that you had, like 98, with that flip that had the whole? I can't remember the call down. Shit.
I had the Nextel one.
It was the Nextel. It was this next before the
Wasn't it like the Sidekick or something?
something like that. Anyway, so yeah.
The Razor.
Razor was 2000s
You had the BlackBerry.
because I wanted one of those phones until I picked it up and I broke it.
The Home Alone thing. The little recorder.
The Talk
Yes,
Boy.
the
Talk Boy.
Talk Boy.
The Talk Boy.
You remember
Holy
that
shit,
was
yeah,
that
with
was
the microphone.
Pogs?
You actually had one.
I did have one, and my dad hated it because I'd set it up in places and be like,
Yak backs.
"Oh damn."
Tamagotchis.
See,
original.
I've always wanted a yak back attached to a bullhorn. That would make life so much easier at cons.
Stop walking, please.
Stop
See,
walking,
and wasn't
please.
it in your
Really?
in your Honda?
I'm
where you
nice.
Had the
Don't you mean stop running?
No.
you
Yeah.
had the cassette player where you ran it to like a CD player or whatever, and that's how you played your music. In the
Actually
car.
making mixtapes.
You mean a boombox?
No, it was the one you had something that you plugged into the car. It was by a cassette tape.
Oh, they still have that nowadays.
Well, I know, but I mean the
when
original.
you had the CD Walkman to play it on
and
your,
you put
you
it
had
in the cassette with
the
the
cassette
wire.
with the wire coming out. That's still here. I actually got
They
one
make
from
them
my
now
wife's
with
old car.
SD card slots.
They do.
God. Oh my god.
That ain't no lie.
Oh
And
man.
didn't y'all have 8 tracks at your dad's house when y'all lived on Catamore?
That was yeah, but that was
8-Tracks was more 80s, but there was early
No,
90s
so-
that still had them.
I grew. My mom, when I was born, my mom loved Journey. She had 8 tracks of Journey. Every 8-track track player. It was an old school stereo. I still have.
It wasn't a click. It was a ka-chunk.
You couldn't secretly turn it on because you went click, crunk.
And I remember the big old projector screen TV that they played Mario and Dirty on.
Oh,
On
the
Sega
back
Genesis.
the one that used a mirror for projections.
Oh,
that was the
yeah,
first big
projector
screen. That
screen.
was
Oh,
in the
yeah.
'90s.
Yeah, that you had to be directly in front of
You
it.
Oh.
still had the
Watch it.
CRTVs that, when you turned off had the green glow and you got caught by your parents playing video games after hour. And were you playing games? No. The TV's still glowing. It's
Because
still
all you had to
green.
do was touch it, and then it would grow. Yeah, well, you're lying. Of course, back then, nowadays, you can turn down the brightness of your screen. Back in the CRT days, you turn that bitch on. In the middle of the dark, it blinds you for a minute. And no matter what you did, if you hit the wrong channel, God, why?
No blue screen there. That was all.
There wasn't like no signal found back then. It was just
Straight up
No.
static.
Channel 3 or Channel 4.
for here. It was 2, 3, 4,
You
5,
check
8.
the coax adapter.
Exactly. I mean,
Right.
Yes.
Here in Dallas, it was 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 11, 13 PBS, 21, 27, 33, and 52. That's all they had back in the day. Now you go on there, it's 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 8.1, 8.2.
I'm talking
Y'all were
about,
spoiled. Up in Tulsa, I had like 2, 6, 8, 11, 23,
and you're talking
41,
about
47.
Because you were in Tulsa. We were.
Oklahoma
Oklahoma
thing.
store was 2 episodes ago. Go.
no, I'm talking about Channel 3, Channel 4, the switch on the Nintendo, the RF switch.
Oh, yeah.
Which one did you go to? And it was Channel 3 or Channel 4. Just
See,
sit there and hook
I
it up.
Well, see,
remember whenever
that was
the
the trick.
Nintendos had the nice modern one, and I had the old one from the Commodore that was that metal tin box with the black stuck on label,
Yeah.
and the little stick switch that just stuck up.
Yeah, but that worked better than the Nintendo version of the plastic. The way I got around the TV is whenever I heard them get up or something, I would turn it off and I would leave it on 4 so that no matter what happened, because if it was 1 a.m. in the morning, it is a rebroadcast of Channel 4 News at the time. And I was a king of fake snoring back in the day.
I'm just wondering, you snored that quietly back then?
Do you remember? Do you miss the sound of the old AOL dial-up connecting?
My brother and I went in, found the audio files.
That
and
means they're gonna
changed the
have.
audio
They
file.
have to have 56K back then, so that means we're gonna get to hear the modem. Hopefully,
We have to hear it once.
Feige, one more time
Yeah.
for nostalgia's purposes. You
It's-
got to do it. And Samuel L. Jackson has to say, "I'm sick of these motherfucking dial-ups and this motherfucking CRT monitor."
14 4K modems.
Or Sam Jackson has to say something like, Coulson, get off the phone.
Yes. Okay. All right. We're loading the images now. Lunch? Anybody?
As what
The
as
throwback
one
that
line
they're-
of pixels comes across.
The
at a
throwback
time.
challenge that's going on right now with the 10 years. My favorite's still the throwback of Internet Explorer a quarter 10 years ago. Internet Explorer fully loaded now.
Oh man, that
Oh, Internet Explorer, man.
Motorola flip phones, yes, flip phones, and there's still a thing like they got smart flip phone where you flip them open and then you can type on the screen in text. It's like you have a tiny,
they're coming out with a touchscreen. They're actually coming out with a smart.
the flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that'll be interesting. Because in all honesty, okay, we have our phones nowadays. You hang up angrily on somebody. What are you gonna do? Mash the button? No. In the old days, you had to click, click.
Bitches.
Yeah, and then
Or you did the Star Trek open. Hello.
Yeah.
you had you had that amazing thing. Or
Hey, I gotta take this call. Flip. Yes.
the old rotary phones, man. I mean, sit there throwing that receiver down and hearing the clang when you slammed it down hard enough, and you could hear the bell ring, and you're like, man, someone was pissed.
See, that's why Nokias were that strong. Because I remember in high school getting one of the Nokia 5100s, the one that every one of their dog had.
The brick.
That you could change the faceplates out on, or you could get the extended battery. And
So it
voice
lasted-
stream, I had the add-on analog module, so the phone would be like this thick.
The brick.
But at least
brick,
with that
yeah.
phone, instead of hanging up, you could literally throw it across the room.
The only phone,
Pick it up and it's still connected.
the only phone that was legitimately known as a deadly weapon, because on a highway, on a convertible, and this happened like all the time, and they were always telling stories back in the day of comedy where people would get pissed off and throw their phones in a convertible, and they would bash through a window. Nowadays, they probably still could, but back then, you're talking about like old school 90s windshields that were like super thick,
And they shattered.
and they shattered. Like
You could still go find one of those Nokias and turn it
And
on,
the
and
phone's
the
still connected.
phone would still connect.
nice one, Justin.
And not only that, but the battery would still be at like 30%. Like it's not been charged in 10 years, hadn't been looked at.
The day of the red glow, Nintendo
Oh,
Virtual
Virtual
Boy.
Boy.
That's what Justin said. Yes, because I had one of those. I don't remember where I got it, but I didn't pay for it. I don't know if I didn't steal it. Either which way, I remember because you had to sit at a table and crouch to its level. Or what I did was just got smart and went and found cloth and strapped it to my head. It was my VR and just or laid down, and then I would be playing all night long. That was great until I realized that it really fucks up the red tint of your life.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that thing messed you up.
But still, it was great.
The original brick Game Boys that again were that durable.
Where you couldn't play in the dark.
You're playing by
No
street
color.
light as you're driving down,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, lights gone, pause, lights back, go, make the jump, pause. And when you made the jumps in the dark, like you were like, I'm going for it. No, man, you're gonna die, and you make it through, and it was just like,
Street Lights by Tetris, because when it hit and the light stopped, by the time you came back, you had less time than when you started with to get that in the right place.
oh man,
Yep.
yeah. Just
Those games created dexterity, damn it.
old school challenges. I mean, one of my favorite gold Game Boy games. It's still one of the best RPGs in my opinion. Ninja Boy 2 for the Game Boy, and it still takes about 20 hours to beat that game. And it's a little Game Boy game cartridge. It's got a full story, bad translations. The whole all your base belong to us. I mean, it had those style of translations that are just horrendous, but it was actually a 2-player linked co-op full game. and it was again 20 hours long, and it was amazing.
Maybe we're gonna see a rerun of Saved by the Bell in the background.
Oh my god!
When I wake up in the morning.
Oh god!
No, I'm looking up like product.
If we can find another good Tiffany Amber Thiessen
Exactly.
I'm looking at products from the 90s. So we're looking at PlayStation 1, the original Game Boy, the original digital bubblegum jugs.
Oh yes!
Oh, my God.
No. Do you remember the painting? The painting with the little blue specks and the little purple stripe that goes through it. That was like on every wall in every office ever. You go to your
Yes.
dentist's
Oh my
office.
God,
You
those
remember?
skates.
And it was all the
Oh.
cups, the coffee cups.
Oh, the shin bangers. The
The
shin
sh-
bangers.
Yeah, the Shinbager roller skates, the yellow, blue, and plastic wheels that would fit any size foot. And yeah, oh, they hurt so
Moon
bad.
boots. The moon shoes.
Moon shoes.
Yep.
I'm looking through all these products. This is
The Nickelodeon radio.
Squeeze it.
The Nickelodeon radio.
Again, Pogs.
Pogs we mentioned
Skip it.
earlier.
original
Skip it.
Benadryl.
That's the
When it worked.
The
when you
things-
needed a babysitter. Guess what? Hey kids, take some
Benadryl.
medicine. They're out for 5 hours. We'll be gone.
Tamagotchis.
Not the mama. Oh God.
Oh God.
Why? Why?
The only time I look at the kid, the oldest son, and go, "That's not his voice. That's Donatello's voice. Stop doing this."
Isn't that when Sock and Bottoms came out?
Furbies.
Late 90s?
Furbies,
Trolls.
Care Bears.
Yeah. Go watch the PBS Lamb's Chops play along.
Skip it.
Oh yeah, they brought that back in the 2000s. I mean,
Light Bright.
Like,
Oh my gosh, Light Bright.
the things that make Legos look like pillows.
ouch, bubble gum.
Zebra bubble gum.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lasted 3 seconds.
Yes.
You went through a pack
You had
quick,
the tattoo
but it
on it.
tasted so delicious for 3 seconds.
It was the best 3 seconds of your life.
Oh yeah, the little handheld electronic games.
Oh,
Remember those?
oh man.
Floppies, 3.5s.
Oh,
Those will be back.
Five
Yeah,
point.
an actual 3D version of a save icon.
God, I heard that story.
I'm guessing that's before
Nintendo-
T Rex has got sexually.
Nintendo 64.
That was 99. Yeah, so that was
Yeah.
the 90s.
Ninja Turtles, the series that ended in 92. Yeah, I'm looking
That
at
was
that.
before 99. I think.
When did they make the original Ninja Turtles when they were actually
The cartoon cartoon?
the live one?
The music one?
No,
the live action
the
Ninja
live
Turtle?
action one Ninja Turtles.
96, 97, something like
Yeah,
that.
those are good.
Yeah. Well,
No, they were-
wait, the movies you're talking about? The movie?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that was like 92, 93. And that's still to my day one of my favorite movies.
Back when
Ninja.
Mr. Splinter was like, looking
Like a real rat, not looking like a digital, Jackie
Yeah.
Chan with makeup. Holy shit.
Mr. Bucket.
I can't remember what this is called, but it's the little, you put the little disc
Put
in
it
there.
up, put it up. Oh, you go click.
Those.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's that camera thing.
What is that called?
I don't know. So you had a little circle with little different film images on it. You put it in there, you click it, you
No.
look at the visors.
No, the devil. The devil.
What are you looking at?
Teddy Ruxpin.
I had one of those.
Oh my god! And
But
you
that
put-
wasn't 90s. That was actually 80s.
that was 80s.
So
but
that was a,
but
I
you
know,
put in like the Who.
AC/DC.
No, you
We
put,
put
in
in
the
the-
Who.
we put in
in the-
AC/DC.
You put in some weird war pigs, from the Who in there.
Dude, I had Teddy Ruxpin, and what was the name of the little, the caterpillar guy that was with them? Because I had them both. My grandmother spent a fortune that Christmas because at the time, you guys were just babies. Y'all were just born. I'm the oldest of all the cousins and everything in the family, so I got a Teddy Ruxpin, which I thought was great because it would tell me stories and everything else. And then my dad brought in AC/DC tape,
We were wrong.
and it's like, what?
Ninja Turtles was 1990.
I said 91, 92. I didn't
Even
know.
before the buzzer.
Yeah, that I didn't realize that movie was that old. The original Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The Wayne's World.
I
That-
remember getting the VHS of that from McDonald's.
McDonald's toys. Do you remember when you actually got a good toy?
you
from
A
actually-
McDonald's?
transformer that actually transformed a French fry that really went into a bot. Now you get a French fry and it doesn't move.
Do you remember?
I still got those.
Do you
somewhere.
remember? They're worth a lot. Like honestly, those little toys are worth
Yeah.
a lot nowadays.
'Cause they're
But do you
rare.
remember the rest of the gang from the McDonald's, the Hamburglar and all them?
Grimace.
Yeah, all of
Yeah.
them that came through, and the Pippi Longstockings type chick and all
Oh
that.
my God, Pippi Longstocking.
Yeah.
Jesus, I can't. That's old.
Man.
Remember the 90s when Cowboys won Super Bowls?
True.
If I had just moved, I would have seen those. I have this program that hover image zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, I just happen to have all those
McDonald's toys.
toys.
All the Transformer ones, the fries. It's right there.
The little burger.
Oh man.
Oh,
The styrofoam.
breakfast.
Do you remember the styrofoam containers? They got rid of
breakfast-
all those, but
yeah.
it was the
What
styrofoam.
does that say right there?
Classic Disney afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Tailspin,
Tailspin was
DuckTales.
awesome.
DuckTales was my jam.
I like
Life is
Tailspin.
but a
Chippendale Rescue
hurricane.
Rangers.
It's a
When I knew I was a furry.
There's a girl that does a really good gadget
It's
cosplay.
Oh, I've seen a couple
duck
good get
blur.
childhood
Unsolved
crush.
mysteries. And
Again,
rewrite history.
when
We
it-
got nostalgia going on over here.
DuckTales.
Yeah.
I do like the new version of it. I actually thought it was really good. It paid homage to the old and
Bop it.
That's what. Yeah, the Bop It was in there. Somebody already said that one. And Skip It too.
Yeah, we mentioned Skip.
Oh,
Those rock
do you remember
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Taco Bell dog?
Chihuahua.
Oh my
Yo-
god.
Chingada way. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Do you remember
then
the
you
old
did it again.
Geico commercials? Remember the old ones that were the caveman troll?
Oh, yes.
And
Oh,
going
yeah.
through.
Yeah.
Geico's actually doing a throwback of all their old commercials, and they're showing some of those. The guy who calls the couple, and he's doing collect. This is a collect call from Bob. We oughta baby.
Collect calls.
Yeah,
No.
we oughta baby. It's a boy. Who called the old school texting when you actually had to text somebody?
I have-
Collect calls.
I have actually done that. I was.
We've all done
We've
that.
all done it, but it's like, hey, Nan, it's me. Come pick me up at the store. Shit, I didn't tell her what store. Hey, Nan, it's me again. Come pick me up at Walgreens. Or sorry,
No.
Eckerd's.
Yeah, it was
Eckerd's.
Oh
Oh my
Eckerd's.
god.
Yes,
Eckerd's back in the
Winn
day.
Dix, or not Winn Dixie.
No, Winn
Food
Dixie's-
Line.
Winn Dixie's still around.
Crystal Pepsi. That was a thing in the 90s.
Oh,
They
geez.
brought it back. It failed again.
Yeah,
What was that?
because it gives you cancer.
David Tennant and the Scrooge.
Oh yeah,
Amaze Balls, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember we used to get those the actual Cokes and stuff in the glass bottles.
Oh yeah. And you remember
You
old?
You-
styrofoam.
You can still get 'em.
wrappers.
Oh,
When you peel
By the way-
the wrapper off the glass, it was that styrofoam.
The original Mortal Kombat. Thank you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey's on here watching. By the way, Jeffrey, his brother, my cousin. So is Melissa. Welcome to the show, guys. We're talking about the new Marvel movie that's coming out.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel. That's redundant. And we're talking about because they're going. The scene is actually the entire movie's basis off of the '90s, from what we can tell from everything. That's where the story starts.
Polly Pockets.
So we're kind of having this throwback to '90s nostalgia products and things that started because they have a blockbuster actually in there. So we're going through this, and so far, the memories that it is bringing up.
Memories. Oh, memories.
Only when your parents, splurging for cable. That's the thing of the '90s.
Oh my! When you had two phone lines, so you could have one for internet, one for phone calls.
Do you remember the T1 lines of the
Oh
'90s?
god! Everyone's like, the picture loads in like a minute.
It's 1.5 megabytes. It's $900 a month, but dude, it's worth
we
it.
could play Doom.
ISDN line.
ISDN line. Damn it! I just totally blanked on the damn game because it was one of the first online games. Dreamcast, NBA 07, or Street
No,
Fighter.
no.
Both of those, right? Were the Dreamcast that were first online. First game system that was online,
Was it Game
not a
Pass?
PC.
No, actually, so
Dreamcast was the first that had online because you had to plug in the phone jack and it had to dial in.
that was the first one in the U.S. They had other stuff in Japan for.
I'm talking about US because we can't compare to them. And
they had the
in
online
1990.
service.
Japan went, we will take over.
No, it was
technology."
NBA or NFL 2K.
1990 throwbacks. Enron.
Beanie Baby.
Yahoo.
Daria.
Yeah. Well, Yahoo still, yeah.
It's
but
kind of still around.
Yahoo was the only thing at that time because it started this entire. It's the reason why Google exists was because of Yahoo.
Oh
Back when
man.
you had your SBC Global email
Yeah.
address.
My God. The things of 1990.
Ultima Online.
Oh, my God. There you
Ashrin's
go.
Call. Yeah. When I knew I was a furry.
Yeah.
The throwback.
Hey, little chat rooms.
Yeah.
A dash S dash L. That's how you started every conversation.
Wasn't it? It was AIM. Isn't that what their messenger was called?
Wizard.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. AOL Instant Messenger AIM. Dunkaroo.
Gadget was hot.
ICQ.
ICQ.
Yeah, ICQ the chat thing.
Yeah.
Because of the ding.
Java email. My first email, and I still have it. A Java email.
A friend of mine still has his AOL email.
I still
My
have.
mom
Media.
still got hers.
Huh?
Real media.
Oh yeah. That's,
Oh, playing the real media player on your, and being able to do the
Windows 3.1.
when half the game was making the
3.11 for work groups.
when half the game was actually putting the files together in a certain order so the sound would actually work for the game because it didn't install correctly ever. Yeah.
The birth of Lunchables was 1990. Pop Rocks were 1990.
Goofy movie.
Was 1990. Man, good lord.
When was the Simpsons?
When the Simpsons was technically 1987, 88, whatever, but it was part of a different show. They really went viral in 1990 when they had their own show.
Okay. What was that?
I actually heard that. That's scary.
That
Is that a horn?
Go check outside for me.
Do I need to take my pistol?
Nope.
no, it just that was like a
That was
train horn.
That was we don't live close. White Man Can't Jump came out.
Yes.
Cool running.
Cool running. Ein, fine.
Oh, feel the rhythm.
Feel the ride. Get on up. It's bounce that time. Cool running.
You gotta kiss the egg.
Kiss the egg. Yes, kiss the egg was
John
definitely-
Candy when he was still alive. I mean, Home Alone. I mean, again, because we talk about.
When was Goodfellas? Was that 1990s?
I don't remember.
I think Tombstone was. Hang on.
Spice Girls.
Oh god.
Spice Girls. Come on. Oh man. In Living Color.
Spyro.
Let's see here.
Oh, and Living Color was good. I remember that was one that
So
was
some of the
supposed to
Spyro the Dragon was good. What was that? What's that? What Jeffrey said there?
Basketball.
Oh, basketball.
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 Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah. So here's some of the top movies back in 1990. Pulp Fiction, the original Jurassic Park, Lion King, Matrix, Toy Story, Home Alone, Clueless. Oh, God. Titanic.
Jurassic Park was 1990.
Jurassic
the
Park was
90s.
1993.
Oh, I was gonna
Wow,
say, God
it was
dang.
93.
The original Jurassic Park was 1993.
Holy crap!
Pulp Fiction was 94. I still watch the movie until it's a
I
great
still
movie.
watch Jurassic Park. I mean, come
Home
on.
Alone, 1990.
Yeah, that was 90.
You realize in 2 years we're gonna have to relive the Macaulay Culkin being like it's 30 years anniversary, and he's still
You saw
going.
the commercial that
Yeah,
he did.
he did the
remake.
Yeah.
that was
the spoof.
with
Yeah.
the Google Home.
Forrest Gump, 1994. Terminator 2, 1991. Titanic, of course, 97. Let's see here.
Jumanji?
Goodfellas. Goodfellas was 1990.
Wow.
He made that the same. Wait, hold on.
That
Means that he made Home Alone and Goodfellas in the same year. At some point, you would think one of the characters who maybe that's why they killed him off in the movie in Goodfellas, so he had to get back to the other filming. It's just the concept of being like, you stupid little kid, die.
The Mummy. The Mummy was in the 90s.
A throwback to Robin Williams. Mrs. Doubtfire, 1993.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Groundhog's Day, Big Lebowski was 1998.
Tombstone.
Silence of the Lambs was 1991.
What?
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's how old it is. Dumb and Dumber, 1994, the original. Good Will Hunting was 97. Here's my two of my favorite movies of all time will be Schindler's List and then The Shawshank Redemption. That was
Shawshank
93 and
Redemption
94. Two back-to-back amazing
I didn't
films.
think Shawshank Redemption was that old though.
No, it's 94, so
The
we're
Sandlot. We were talking about that earlier.
Sandlot,
Yeah,
right?
I'm sporting the shirt.
Yeah.
Boys
You're
in,
killing me, Small.
Boys in the Hood, 1991. Save It, Private Ryan was 1998. That's a 20-year-old movie.
Overnight. Yeah.
That was the goriest movie.
And that
It was great.
Talk about the virtual PTSD. That was virtual
Yeah.
PTSD.
Yeah, that-
watching that.
Final Fantasy VII was 1998. Yeah, you're right.
Surge.
Surge the Drake. God.
I can still
The
find
Little
that.
Rascals.
Well, no, they brought it back,
Brought
but
it
they
back.
changed the formula because of the rumors of if you drink too much Surge, your penis will shrink. I don't know if it was real or not. I stopped drinking Surge when I heard that. The Blair Witch Project was 99. Aladdin, 1992. Starships Troopers, 1997. That is a 20-year-old movie 2 years ago.
Wow.
I just
See, Patch Adams was
Men in
the 90s
Black
too.
was in the 90s.
Men in Black was 1997. Armageddon 98, Braveheart 95, Hook 1991. I mean, and then of course Wayne's World. We were talking about that earlier. Man,
Apollo 13. I actually watched that on Hulu the other day. The one,
I have the Blu-ray of that. I still love
that
it.
is still one of my favorite just drama
Batman
movies.
and Robin.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one.
Batman Forever.
Baby's Day Out, 1994.
Yes, I
remember that movie?
Oh my god.
That was old.
Selena was 97 because, in 90 Selena was shot and killed by her president, blah, blah, blah. They're having a whole, blah, 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 because that's
Friday.
why I call her, not to mock Selena. I think she was, that was such that.
Friday. Bye, Felicia. I mean,
Damn! No,
Fifth
Hocus Pocus, 1993. What year was Fifth Element again? 96?
I'm not sure.
we're checking.
Hocus Pocus is probably one of the greatest Halloween movies ever.
It is, and the remake didn't.
97.
97, that was close. Pretty Woman, 1990. Honey,
That was with Julian Roberts.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. I forgot that was an exist. That was 92.
Which one was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? I don't
That
know
was the
what-
89, 88.
Let's see here. I'm trying to find a movie that I didn't know. Oh, Varsity Blues, of course. That was 1999. You know what? I knew that one. The Truman Show. I thought that was 1990.
I forgot about the
Holy
Truman
shit.
Show.
Okay, so Naked Gun 2.5. We were talking about this earlier. Was 1991. I forgot. God, I feel old. Spice World, Little Rascals.
The Cable Guy.
Don't talk about that one either. The Matrix was 1999.
Yeah, I
that's
watched that
the-
in high school and tech
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, that was.
Richie Rich with Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Oh,
1994. Dude, Good Burger, 97.
I
Good
watched
Burger.
Good Burger the other day.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Was
It,
I wonder when
it
they
was
made
in
Glory.
90s? It was in the 90s?
Yes,
It was in the 90s.
1990.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
I remember that
I
one.
wonder when they made Glory, the Civil War movie. That happened in the 90s. We had to watch that in school.
Yeah. Angels in the Outfield, 1994.
Oh,
Holy shit.
man.
What is that one? Super Soakers.
Soakers.
Oh,
Fuck
God.
yeah!
Let's not
Hey,
talk.
what was the other one where the kid played for the Chicago Cubs? He was the pitcher after that freak accident. What was that movie?
Yeah.
The pitcher guy.
Yes.
Rookie of the Year.
Yes, there you
Yes.
go.
Rookie of the Year. Because I always got confused between the two at the first, but then I was like, well, Angels in the Outfield. That was the one with Glover was in it. And then, like, literally, I'm sitting there and we're watching this movie at the house, and Nana's over there going, aren't you going to do it?
Pokemon cards.
That's corny.
Pokemon came out in 90s.
Pocket Monsters in 1990s. Pocket Monsters.
It was 96, I think it came over to the U.S.
It did. 92
Pokemon.
is Pocket Monsters.
My
I
brother
know because I have a
shit ton of
complete
Pokemon.
set of the original Japanese Pocket Monster set. I have a full set, and yes, they're worth money. And no, I will not
Those
sell.
have to be 80s.
What's
those-
this one?
That's what I thought.
What is
Yeah,
that?
they're mid 80s through the 90s. Micro Machines.
Oh my god, we had a ton of those.
Yeah.
And
You want to talk about the worse than Legos?
Who was it
Because
that?
not only did they break your foot, but then you slid
Fly out
on.
from under you.
Because those little wheels are fucking strong.
Oh, dude, those things lasted forever.
Yeah. Jesus, man, the throwback. The Jetsons movie. Good lord, I forgot that was 1990.
Wow.
Casper the Friendly Ghost, the live action one, which I actually thought was pretty decent for the time.
That one not too
Independence
long
Day.
Oh,
ago.
that movie bombed so bad.
It did, but
No. This one, Waterworld.
Never saw Waterworld.
Oh, you didn't miss anything.
My Cousin Vinny, 1992. That takes me back. House Party, 1990.
Dinosaurs. TV
Holy
show.
shit, I fully forgot he did this. Kindergarten Cop with Arnold Schwarzenegger, 1990.
Wow.
What?
Who is your daddy and what does he do? Our daddy, our mom says our dad is a love machine or something. It's like, okay.
The Land Before Time. When did that movie come out?
That's, I think, 89.
Oh, the original Land Before Time
Yeah.
was
Let's say 89.
1988. Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
we
Damn, that's older than I thought it was. I
Yeah,
thought it was in the
it's
90s.
old.
yeah,
It's not a tumor.
that movie to this day, I don't care. Because for me, it was American Tale that somewhere out there. I was like, oh God,
What was
One
the
of the other movies that made me a furry.
there are no cats in America. I'm just thinking like,
The Russian immigrants coming over to America. Like, we need another Fievel. Fievel.
Fievel Goes West. The lazy eye. God damn it.
Milo and Otis?
Yeah. What are you doing, Milo?
What was the Incredible Journey? The Homeward Bound.
Yeah, Homeward Bound.
The Incredible Journey.
Michael J. Fox. Yeah, that was. See, I love those movies. Let's see here. Man, this is so much fun. I can't believe we're doing this.
I really appreciate your honesty. You happen to know anyone that's not better than me? The little kid says, I don't know
Fifel
that
goes
many people.
west.
Do what?
I don't know that many people from Kindergarten Cop.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk.
Jeff says Fifel goes west.
Hey, Jeff. Oh, yeah, Jeff. Jeffrey said, okay, 5 goes west. Yes, 5 goes west. The lazy eye.
The
Let's
train
talk-
scene.
So let's talk about TV shows of 1990s. The most popular ones, of course, we have Friends that's still on Netflix. Still one of the most highly rated
Still love
shows.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. He was on there. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Boy Meets World, X-Files, Saved by the Bell, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh my God!
Oh my God, this is old. Sister. That was the WB. Urkel.
Family Matters.
Yeah,
Family
Family
Matters.
Yes.
Yeah. That was my thing back in the day. I don't know why. Rugrats.
Yeah.
90210.
Was my
Oh my
dad's
God.
favorite
You know,
TV
it's
show for a long
Home
time.
Improvement, which I have.
ER
ER
where
was
where
great.
Clooney got his break because that was his first
That was
acting role
Clooney's
that
real
he got.
but
That was
it was also the return of Goose for a lot of us during Top Gun time frame. By the way, if you haven't noticed, if you go to Hulu, the entire series of ERs on Hulu. I've actually been watching
Star
that.
Trek. All of them.
Next
pretty much.
Generation.
Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager all came out in the 90s.
Yeah. Hey Arnold, Twin Peaks, Party of Five,
Married with Children.
Married with Children, Frasier,
Yeah, Frasier was all
Right.
in the 90s.
Blossom. Oh.
Family Guy started in 1999.
Yeah.
Family Guy, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's been around
Yeah.
a while then.
Yeah, that's a
I
lot.
didn't think it.
So I'm looking-
South Park.
I'm looking at all these shows that have like start and end dates and stuff like that, and it goes by Simpsons. It's like 1989, no end dates
Yeah.
to present. You look at this, you're like, God dang.
South Park was 97.
Yeah,
Cheers.
mad about you. Cheer, that was the end of Cheers. Roseanne, Third Rock from the Sun, Melrose Place. Law
Oh
and
God,
Order.
Third Rock of the Sun. Jason Gordon-Levitt. I hated him in that show, but I love him as an actor.
like I used to love that show, and then I started watching, and then I realized the main character, the dad, Dick. You know, he bitches and whines so much.
It was his
either
character.
it's either that or I've gotten older to the point of conventions. I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Sorry, we haven't cursed in a while. God damn.
Needed some cuss words. Huh?
Was that Rocket Power?
Rocket Power.
Oh my God, I haven't.
Captain
Improvement.
Captain Planet. Why did we not think of
Oh, I
Captain
don't know.
Planet?
The Rocketeer. When was Rocketeer? Was that 90 or was that 89?
I think that was Rocketeer.
Rocketeer, because remember it was such a weird Disney film, and it was a comic book.
1991, June 21st, 1991. It was a $40 million budget movie too.
and it bombed.
Let's see here.
Home Improvement.
When did Spaceballs come out?
More power.
Spaceballs. I
I'm
think,
hearing something.
yeah.
The top grossing movies, right, of the entire 10-year span. Number 1 or 10, excuse me, I got it here now. Toy Story 2 was in 1999.
Okay.
They made 245. Men in Black was number 9. Home Alone was number 8.
Really?
It made 285. Okay, so in 1999, Toy Story 2 made 245 million, but in 1999, 10 years before, Home Alone beat it out by 285 million dollars. Number
Not
7,
including inflation.
yeah, probably. Number 7 was 6 Cents.
Oh.
No,
yeah.
1999.
Yeah.
When I see dead.
He was dead.
Jeffrey's right. Austin Powers was also there. Was that?
Oh.
Was that real? Was it all?
Real monsters.
Oh, good lord!
Yeah, I remember.
The original Power Rangers. Yeah. Let's see. Independence Day was number 6, 1996. It grossed $306 million.
Whap! Welcome to Earth.
All right. The Lion King was number 5. It was 94. It made 312. Forrest Gump was number 4. All right. Take a wild guess. Don't look at my screen, please. Jerry, look.
I can't see
You
it.
can't
from
play. Number 3 top grossing was Jurassic Park, and you're gonna guess the top 2. Number 2 was what? Wild guess.
Toy Story.
Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Really?
'Cause it was
474 because after
The Phantom Menace came out in the 90s?
it was
99.
before we knew what it was.
It was 1990 or 1999,
Yep.
2001, and 2003. Those were the 3 prequels.
Damn, I thought it was.
everybody that was nostalgic from the original 3 came out to see this because like,
I
oh my
waited
god,
8 hours in line for tickets and another 8 hours in line for a place in line. It was in the largest movie theater on the East Coast.
Misa screwed him.
I think me, Jeff, and John saw it in Connecticut.
Y'all were in Connecticut. Number 1 grossing movie. Anybody got a guess?
Matrix.
Titanic.
Titanic is correct.
Yeah.
659.
Because all the women kept going because they wanted to see
$1 million.
Jack still alive.
Exactly.
God.
I love the documentary of that because during the Mythbusters, when they proved that it could be done, he goes, "Look, all right, fine. We messed up on the door. We should have made it smaller. All right, we're sorry." But Jack had to die. Why? Quote from the director, "It was in the script."
So did Jack really die?
Yeah. He's floating around there. Oh, no, he's not really there anymore. But he had to die because it was in the script. I love that part.
Well, at least it's keeping it honest.
Yeah.
I gotta see this. Top 90s.
Dude, top 90s songs.
No.
Oh, yeah, we need
Either
to do-
NSYNC or Backstreet Boys will be number one.
Yeah. Brittany, come on.
She was
Only,
kicking.
only when she dressed as the schoolgirl.
Oh yeah, that cover.
Legends of the Hidden Temple from Nickelodeon.
Yes. Oh. Carmen Sandiego.
Oh, where in the world is Carmen?
Oh, yeah.
So
Yes.
they made new one.
Yes.
My kids have been watching it on the Netflix. They made a cartoon version, so we took them back to the original cartoon, and they took them back to the old game show with the kids. All right, Gumshoes, if you're doing this and this and yeah, and
had to know
they had the
your
guys
shit.
go, "Where in the world was Carmen Sandiego?" Ba-do-bo.
Dude, you had to know your shit back in those days. Like they drilled those.
To this day, my son's like watching them all because they're all on YouTube now. By the way, all the whole series of that original show is on or the Gumshoes, whatever they called them, is on YouTube. He's watching it and he's like, "Wait a minute, that's no longer a country." I'm like, "I know, it was 20 years ago. Things have happened."
When you had Yakko Warner from Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain. And when Yakko Warner sat there and did the countries of the world, and he sang, and you actually learned something when he talked about he sang about the presidents and everything.
And he did that in one take, by the way.
Yes, he did.
He did that entire song with all the countries in one take. That is
and then he's gone back and updated it. With
Yeah, he
the new
did.
Countries.
He
it
did.
was greatness. He actually, I can't remember the guy's name, the voice actor's name, but he actually does a show on like YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that, and he brings in other voice actors, and they'll take like random bits of scripts, and he'll have them do their voices from whatever show. He brought on Seth Green, and he did Star
American
Wars.
Gladiator. Sorry.
He did Star Wars Episode 3, the fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin, and Seth Green did it as Chris Griffin from Family Guy, and it was the absolute. He was dying. He was. I will destroy you as Chris Griffin. It was,
I will destroy you.
yeah, it was. I mean, it was so
All right.
good.
Top 10 songs in 1990. Number 10 was Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You, which aired number 1 in 1990. First off, the only thing is I remember just a joke being on that Barbie went into those sparks. She went in Barbie, but came out Sinead O'Connor, man. I tell you what, it was the old redneck joke. Number 9 was REM, Losing My Religion. Number 8 was TLC, Waterfalls. That was 94.
Yeah.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Robin Scherbatsky from How I Met Your Mother and
Yeah.
all those '90s style songs they did. Oh god!
Number 7 was Britney Spears, Baby One More Time.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
We do not condone abuse. Number 6, Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back, 1992.
Yes.
Yeah. Number 5 was Madonna in 1990, Vogue.
Yeah, that was
Strike a
Wow.
pose.
That's
Oh, yeah.
classic.
Yeah. Number 4 was Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. We should not try
It
to.
just keeps going.
We'll always love you. Just not going to try because it breaks. Number 3, Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way.
Oh my god!
I figured that'd be higher, actually.
Number 2 was U2, 1. Can anybody guess the number 1 song in the era of 1990s?
It's got to
Be
be an NSYNC
NSYNC.
song.
Yeah.
No, it was not.
Oh.
No.
Was it a Spice Girl song?
No.
Hold on.
MC Hammer?
Nope. Can hear it playing on there. Okay, now
No, wait. It's got to be the Titanic theme song. What?
Celine Dion song.
Yeah.
no. MC Hammer, you can't touch this, was actually number 16 in that generation. Celine Dion, My Heart Gone was number 21 in that
Wow, I
generation.
figured that would be
Wow.
Yeah.
that'd be hard. Okay, what's number 1?
Number 1, Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit,
Damn!
Wow.
How did
I
we
didn't
miss
think about
that?
Nirvana.
1991. No, dude, Nirvana, I mean, come on, it's Nirvana. It doesn't matter your age group. When you hear that song, you get down to it.
I loved the Weird Al remix. It's hard to sing with all these marbles in my mouth. Wow.
Just some Ozzy Osbourne going.
Oh, you can't play that. We're gonna get banned.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna lose our right to be here.
It's like copyright law.
You
It
can
is.
You can hear it.
Not really, but I mean, yeah.
Nice.
So, like, some of these I was looking at, like, under the, like, Red Hot Chili Peppers was like 15. Destiny Child, Say My Name. Say my name, say my name. That's, number 17. Metallica, Enter Sandman was 18. Your Beastie
about
Boys,
Fuel?
Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys, Sabotage was number 19 of all time. Beck, when he played the song Loser, that's number 22.
Who did the Discovery Channel song?
What?
The Do It Like We Do on the Discovery Channel.
Bloodhound Gang.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. House of Pain, Jump Around. Jump around, jump, jump. Yeah, that was 24. 25 was Soundgarden, Black Hole Sun, 1994. That's your top 25 of 100 greatest songs. I'm trying to find the one. Because Eminem had he was number 26 of all time for My Name Is. 1999.
My name is.
My name is.
Wow.
Slim Shady. Okay. I'm still looking for your song. So,
Tootsie Roll.
Tearing Up My Heart, NSYNC was number 30 of all time. Ice Ice Baby beat them out. They're number 29. Vanilla Ice.
Wow.
Ice Baby.
Trying to remember the name of that song.
Go
that they used to
Ninja, go
play
Ninja, go!
during, indoor soccer. They used to play the crap out of it.
It was probably on Jock Jams.
Yeah, it was one of the
So,
Jock Jam songs.
number 38 on the list is 1999, Christina Aguilera, A Genie in a Bottle. I remember, so when this song came out, she was not well known. She was... Evidently, we have U-Hauls just flying down the road down here. So when this came out, she had just came out of the whole Disney Channel thing. And her tape, and it was a tape, was at gas stations, right? And so the gas station right by Nana's old house, that was Shell. I went in there, and it was this really gorgeous girl just flailing around. It was called Genie in a Bottle for $5. And I went, it was 2 songs. That was it. Genie in a Bottle and some other song I didn't know. Whatever. Put it in. I'm a genie in a bottle. Okay, cool. All right. Here we are years later going, I wish you would still sing like that.
Yeah. Jessica's hair and Britney Spears were like
Yeah,
every guy's dream.
I'm trying to find Fuel by Metallica.
Again, the schoolgirl outfit for Britney Spears. I mean,
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
every guy's adolescent dream right there. I mean, for that era.
Will Smith, Getting Jiggy With It, 1998 was the 68 top song out of the
Wasn't that
100.
in the Wild Wild West movie?
No, Wild Wild West was 01.
No, Getting Jiggy With It was Men in Black 1. Getting
Wild
Jiggy
Wild
With
West.
It.
When did that movie come
I think-
out?
It was 01, I think. Hold on, I'm checking.
Number 5, Crisscross Jump. This is number 75. Alice,
No, I'm wrong. It was 1999 was Wild Wild West. Wow.
Jesus.
I didn't realize that was a 99.
Number 87 of all time, Billy Cyrus, Achy Breaky Heart,
Go
1992.
fuck yourself.
Have you heard the new mix with the rapper? Was it 22 cal? I don't know. He comes out with Electric, and like that music video is ridiculous. Like there is ass and titties everywhere. He goes, "Don't break my heart." I'm like, what the? I wanted to play that the other day, and I got told no at work because they're like, "There's too much ass." I'm
The
like,
graduation song from Vitamin C.
"Oh shit, that's an old song."
Wow.
I am not seeing Metallica Fuel on this list.
You would think that'd be up there.
You would think so.
Did Rob Zombie make it on there at all? I thought he like Dragula might have been up there.
Top the 4 top songs that barely missed the cut by 1 vote was Wu-Tang Clan, Protection Neck, Fatboy Slim, The Rockefeller Shank, Foo Fighters, Everlong, which is still a good song to this day, and George Michael, Freedom 90. They missed the cut by 1 vote or whatever it was. The 100th greatest song was Rico Suave by Geraldo. What?
Why?
What?
Why?
Interesting.
Wiggy what?
Yeah, when you're asking about songs they played at soccer, jock jams, stuff like
Oh my God.
Get ready for this. Whoop, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Strike it up. Come, baby, come.
Oh, yeah. You say that nowadays.
Hip hop parade.
Oh, okay. So Bat said Fuel was 2000s, I think. We'll have to check on that. So somebody look it up Metallica Fuel. I mean,
Pump up the volume. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
oh, Sugar Ray Fly was number 52. God, that song got so
97.
damn. Okay, yeah. So what year did Tupac die? 94, right?
Tupac didn't die, man.
92.
He just had to hide because Biggie was.
He had the number one. He had 51st position. Tupac featuring Dre for California Love, 1996. Maybe he did die in 96. I just got my dates wrong. Because I always base it off Dave Chappelle in 94. You know? Oh, man.
Mambo number 5.
Fuck that song, dude. Fuck that song. Seriously. God damn it.
I thought Mambo number 5 was in the.
I'm actually
2000s.
surprised. Like, okay, so Hanson's Mbop was ranked 20 in 1997, beat out Tearing Up My Heart, In Sync again. Like all these, and that's the only like In Sync song I see on this list at all.
I know they were more popular. 98
Scatman
Degrees.
John.
Yes.
98
Degrees would be up
98
there.
Degrees was a great group back in the day, and it was all about that was. You want to win the girl over, you get her alone, and you play anything that Invisible Man, right? Invisible Man was a song. I guarantee every time I played that, I was on a date, I was macking, right? Maybe not hitting it, but I was approaching second base.
You were rounding the bases.
Skating rink.
Oh, the things I did behind that skate counter, you will never. Well, I'll tell you, I don't care, but you would never have known. I was literally handing out skates to people, and there was a girl on the floor.
See, living La Vida Loca.
Memories.
Did Shrek come out in the 90s?
No, that was no. That would have been on this list because Shrek, the first one, was pretty damn popular.
Well,
So,
no one knew what it was in the beginning.
Well, let's
okay, it was
see.
01. All right.
Let's see.
Oh, I had a Walmart story, and it involved Shrek.
Oh shit, yeah.
So I went online, and I do most of my movie ordering through Vudu. And I was going through, and I was like, you know what? They had all 6 of the Mission Impossibles, including the new one that just came out, for $36 for the digital copies. I'm like, that's 6 movies for $36. That's $6 a movie. I can't beat that. And I go to click on it, and it says you can buy the disc versions as well. And I was like, oh, if it's like $5 extra, I'll get the digital copies and the discs, and just have the discs. And I look at it; it's the exact same price, and it says shipping through Walmart. I'm like, done. You know, I still get my digital copies, and they'll ship me the movie. A couple days later, shows I go to get home. Oh, look, there's my Walmart order, and there's an identical, exact same package right there. So I open up both of them, and they both have the same shipping labels, same label names, numbers, and everything. And I pull it out. Both packing sheets have Mission Impossible 6 disc set. But one of them, but the movies packaged in the second package was all 4 Shrek movies, and I was like, okay. And I was like, all right, I'll call Walmart up. Waited a day or two, got busy. Called them up a couple days later. I was like, look, I called Vudu. I'm like, look, you guys sent me these. I mean, just so someone else. I understand you guys made a mistake. You'll just tell me to keep them, but want to let you know so that way you can go. And they're like, we don't deal with physical movies. We're all digital. You need to talk to Walmart. Okay, can you transfer me? Yeah. Transfer you over to Walmart. Tell them what's going on. Well, you ordered it through Vudu. Well, I'll transfer you back. I didn't get to speak, really. I just told them what happened. They're like, oh, well, that's a Vudu thing. Hold on, I'll transfer you. All right, fine. Talk to Vudu again. They're like, yeah, dude, why don't you just keep them? And I'm just like...
In other words, shut the fuck up, bro.
Well,
You got free movies.
Again, my personality. I can't
I know,
quite do that. I've got to sit there at
But
least...
Voodoo said, shut the hell up.
They really did. And I'm like, I just want to make sure someone's not missing their movies. And so they give me the phone number because they're like, yeah, we can't transfer you to Walmart. I'm like, they just did, bitch, like 5 minutes ago. And I'm like, all right, fine. Give me the number, call Walmart up. And the girl's like, okay, give me the information. Give her the information. All right, well, give me the order number because it's not pulling up. All right, cool. Give her the order number. It crashes her computer. Like, computer dies. She's like, okay, I'm going to go into a coworker's. She starts typing it in. It's still not pulling up okay, my entire system in the room is down now. Wait for it to reload.
Shrek really wanted out of that warehouse.
Oh, she got her computer to come back up. She types in the number again. It locks her computer. Whatever the number was a certain sequence that just messed up.
So in other words, your order was an NSA order.
Dude,
Somebody NSA is pissed right now because they don't have Shrek
dude.
1 through 3.
Carried a Trojan
No,
horse
1, 2,
with
3,
it.
and 4 because you had Shrek Forever.
Oh,
After.
yeah, and then Puss in Boots or whatever.
Yeah. And so, but like she's like, look, you're crashing every computer in this call center right now because of this order. The order number's the same on both of them. We couldn't track this even if we wanted to. Just keep the damn movies. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I got all the Shrek movies for free.
You just think you have memory issues, Bat. You just think you do. You don't have memory issues. No, so some of the text we've been missing when we're talking. Susanna's in here. Hey, Susanna. Sorry, I was reading. I can't be the only one making the Justin post. I can't be the only one making a list of songs to go back and listen to now. And Bat goes, God damn, y'all have some chronological challenge mofos. We've actually gotten pretty close to most of them.
We're within a year or two
because
of
I was
everything.
Yeah, I'm looking up now like 2000s because we were talking about movies and like what was the most highest grossing. Like I'm actually looking at 2000 series, that 10-year span. I was actually surprised on some of them. Number 10 was Shrek 2. Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, number 9. Harry Potter, Half-Blood. Harry Potter was both Harry Potter, Order of Phoenix, Half-Blood. That was 8 and 7. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End was number 6. Harry Potter again. Harry Potter ruled in 2000s.
Yeah, they did.
Number 4 was The Dark Knight. 3 was Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. Number 2, Lord of the Ring, Return of the King. That I would believe.
Yes.
Number 1, everybody should be able to get this. Guess this.
Fellowship?
No.
Oh.
Avatar.
Yeah.
I still have not seen Avatar.
Worldwide.
I've only seen part of it.
Watch it at my house, dude.
2009.
I'm good.
2009 worldwide gross of $2,713 million.
God damn.
$2 billion for that movie, and they still
That
haven't
was a
given us a
long
sequel.
movie. I couldn't watch all of it.
Right.
I didn't.
The other Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets was like number 14. Fellowship of the Ring was 15. I was actually looking to see like Spider-Man. There it is. Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man, number 19.
I liked the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
I like number 2. I like the Doc Ock. That was a great villain. It looked good. It was a good story. As soon as they went into 3, we're like, oh, we're gonna get Venom. We're gonna get the Black Spider-Man. Cool. And then he started doing the emo thing, and I lost all interest in this movie because now it's.
Oh yeah, all the memes came out of that. No, the original Spider-Man. Do you remember the original promotional posters with him webbing the chopper between the two towers? Because they actually had to pull all those posters because it had the spider web and it was between the two towers in New York City, and he had caught the crashing helicopter between the two towers, and they had to pull those posters because of 9/11.
Yeah, I remember that.
See if I can find it here.
Every now and then I'll see a movie from back then, and they'll have the two towers in it. It's the Twin Towers, and I'm just like, oh
yeah,
dang, and it hits every time.
No, I actually don't see. I can't find that poster on here anymore. Yeah, I don't see that poster anymore.
Fern Gully in space.
Well, this entire episode has been a great throwback.
Oh man,
it really has. Man.
Yeah, that's just some good childhood memories that you just like.
Except it makes us feel fucking old.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
The feeling fucking old part. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'm just remembering, 1-800-COLLECT. Hi, please say your name and only your. And literally, it started doing it. Only your name. Please say only your name, and we will connect the call. Hi, Nana, pick me up at the Walgreens. Eckerd's. Click. Would you accept a collect call from Michael? Pick me up at Eckerd's. No. I'm sorry. The person will not accept your call. Okay, she got the message.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining us this week on One A Week Live. We apologize if you joined us in the beginning of the show and it cut out. Everybody in this area lost internet for all of like a minute or two here. I want to thank Gene for joining us again here. Make sure you check out. Go ahead and do your plug for your channel.
NorthTexasStormChasers.com on Facebook.
Check them out. If you're into tornadoes, that's definitely a thing. Thanks, Name Brand here for joining us. Go ahead and do your plug for me.
And I'm from the Vampire Court of Dallas. We've got our upcoming event on. Oh, let me look at the calendar.
We talked about so much nostalgia, he forgot the date.
Yeah. Well, February 9th at the Lizard Lounge, we've got the Bleeding Hearts Ball. It's going to be benefiting the North Texas Veterans Initiative. So be sure to come out to that. It's a Purple Heart theme.
Purple Heart theme. There you go. And what date? What's the date again?
That's going to be February 9th.
February 9th, Lizard Lounge. You guys be there and show your support. And thanks for returning host again, Code.
I'll give my plug for my blog, mystuffedlittletherapy.com. Also, you can check me out on themighty.com, helping people with mental and invisible illness. Also, I will be having a panel coming up for mental disabilities coming up at the Texas Furry Fiesta coming in March. Be March 31st. I believe the time is at 5 p.m. at the moment. That is subject to change, but I will be doing a actual live full hour panel on that. So.
All right. So make sure you check out our website, oneupds.com. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, share this out to your friends. Make sure they see us. And as always, we always look for support of the show. So if you want to support the show, feel free to reach out. We will take any kind of donation, whether it's equipment, whether it's money to buy better equipment. If you ever thought about doing a show or hosting your own show, we are definitely the venue for you. One Up Definitive Studio was designed not just to be a One Up Weekend live show with a bunch of our friends hanging out like we normally do. It was designed for everybody. We want to be able to create more content to make the entire platform grow. Because if it grows, if you grow, we grow, they grow, it grows, whatever you want to call it. We're trying to grow as a group here. Viagra. We're trying to grow like Viagra, and we want to stay stiff for 4 years, not just this 4 hours.
Please consult your doctor.
Please consult your doctor, and if you have to, change to Cialis. If you want to do your own content, feel free to reach out. We are open to do producing. That is what we really want to do. Thanks again for joining us this week. Try to do us next week. We will see you guys later. Check out our stuff. We'll see you later, guys. Peace.